Hey guys, welcome to episode 21. I hope you guys enjoyed the intro last episode. Let us know what your thoughts are on it. Let's get straight into this one.
In the wake of your meeting and fight with the succubus, you made your way back to town with a few vague answers and a few more questions. Went about your days for a while, eventually met back up at the Oakworm Inn. Took some time to plan and discuss your next moves. Made your way up to the Gear for a investigation of seeing what Natasha was up to, what Elowen's office had to give to your investigation, another look at the overgrown warden that had grown into the wall, or Lily subdued the rather angry plant life and is currently carrying it with you.
Oh yeah, it's like a ball of brambles.
On your way out of the Gear, you decided to head in the direction of the Iron Legion offices when the ground of the city shook and a massive detonation, an explosion had occurred in the warehouse district in the Ring of Earth. Upon arrival, you could see plumes of vibrant pink, almost violet-looking smoke billowing up from one of these warehouses where you had dropped Ronald the night before.
We should have stayed.
A Legion member being killed in the blast, possibly investigating this warehouse when it occurred. Immediately, you rushed to the scene along with other guards beside you, investigating, finding that while at first you thought that Ronald had been caught in the blast, Strider was able to discern that potentially it was not truly him that had been caught. A staged scene. As you were investigating that, you noticed a creature, revealed by the lantern light, scurrying along beside you. A small quasit that you were able to capture. A second one of these creatures was seen invisibly running through the dissipating dust by Yorna. You took one down and currently have one unconscious and held hostage as you went back into the mostly fallen to the ground warehouse to find the back door barely left on its hinges and signs of something being dragged out the back. Pick up with you following this trail.
Every time he says closet, I think closet.
Nope.
Just it sounds so similar. Closet.
Yep, I grabbed you guys to follow me. And I just point towards the track marks I see and start slowly following.
You follow along almost this like very tight back alley behind all of these warehouses. You pass 3 or 4 buildings, seeing these trails dragged through almost like muddy earth back here. Find some warehouses that seem to hold various lumbers and timber or ore and stone or building materials or various different things, grains and foods as you kind of move behind 5, 7 buildings. Eventually, that trail comes to a bit of an end, where it looks like whatever was being dragged has been shuffled around a little bit, and the obvious trail disappears.
So like abruptly end, or does it look like whatever was getting dragged got picked up?
Give me an investigation check.
I would also like to discern what happened here, whether it was that something got lifted off the ground or they just teleported or...
Yeah, you can give me an investigation.
16.
16.
Mr. Guys. Ooh, dirty 20.
Okay. There's a bit, not quite a scuffle, but like a lot of movement happened here. Like, you would get the sense that whatever was dragging this body through realized it was leaving a track and moved around in a way that they were able to pick it up or move it in a more subtle means.
Okay.
Would my detect magic still be up?
You cast that near the end of your little limit, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, and you rolled a 16?
Yes.
Then as you stop for a moment in that alley and kind of focus around discussing with Yorna what had happened, doesn't take you long to notice what looked like boot prints that were ever so faintly carrying Violet, for lack of a better term. And you can see the ever so faint, like, magical aura just going down the back of that alley a few feet further.
You can see some magical remnants. Follow me. We should probably be stealthy now.
I'll try my best.
Okay. If you're going stealthily, can I get a group stealth check? Oh, there's some music. So
Oh, that's right. I have disadvantage. Ah. I hope yours is good.
19.
5.
26.
Surely that makes up for my 5.
Why are you so noisy, Yorna?
It's my armor. Should really invest into something.
It's a very thin back alley. She's like scraping against the wall and the buildings.
Listen, sometimes it just isn't in the job description.
Sure enough.
You should bring some oil with you.
You continue down these back alleys, past another 2, 3 warehouses. Jesus.
Sorry.
They won't have heard that. You continue, yeah. You continue down this back alley till eventually it seems to, these footprints seem to, the violet remnant, like, getting more and more dull as you go on, but just enough that you can see it enter a side door on one of these buildings, a few hundred feet away from the initial crime scene.
Does this area that we're currently in look like it would be usually accessed, or this seems very like...
I mean, this is just
way?
another warehouse in the warehouse district. It's a little closer to the outskirts of the city, but it looks like any other of the kind of hardwood, heavy construction warehouses here.
Is anyone like watching us at the moment?
Give me a perception check.
They're also on ship. We're being watched.
Yeah, go for it.
21.
My eyes are still adjusting from...
See, I wasn't focused on stealth. I was more focused on looking around.
Yeah. So as you're creeping down this back alley, Strider still picking up these trails, you kind of peek down one of the like sides of these buildings to see out to the main street. You can see you're far enough away from the explosion now that you can see just townsfolk kind of on the outskirts of that perimeter that Lily and Kari had set up, kind of trying to get a bit of a gauge of what's happening. But no one seems to be keeping their eyes on you. No one's looking down these like back alleys that you're traveling through.
Not one paying us any mind.
So it seems that he's gone into this building here. And we'll stand like 20 feet back.
Yeah.
If this is potentially maybe where they're creating this stuff, I don't think we should just barge in. Give me a chance to sneak in and confirm what this place is.
I was also going to suggest that you sneak in. You seem to be pretty good at that.
I might need some inspiration if possible.
Not feeling inspired at the moment?
No, well, you know how I said like we shouldn't use all of our abilities, like just in case. I may have used all my abilities with the tracking to get here.
But aren't you proficient in what you do?
I am, but it just might help, just in case, you know.
Yeah, if you gotta persuade someone.
Yeah, but it might be dark. Can't see in the dark.
Oh. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky strider sneaking into the warehouse.
Even I feel inspired.
Group inspiration.
Group inspiration.
Is that a move? That should be a totally made ability.
Yeah, just depending on how well Ripley executes it. Damn.
Alright,
Well, I mean, we can keep a lookout while you go in.
I will.
How long should we give you before we should get worried?
Big warehouse, depending on what happens. 10 minutes?
I will wait 10 minutes, and then I will either get help, or if things are urgent and suddenly start blowing up, I will follow you in.
I will shoot. If I can, I will try and get a crossbow bolt near you guys. With like a. If it's got a red thing
things
on
are
it,
bad?
if it's got a red thing on it, it's bad. If it's got a white thing, it's like come where we'll go.
Okay. Then we will stay out here and keep watch.
I will put the hood on and sneak over to the door first.
Get over to that door. It just reasonable, like hardwood door in the exterior of this building.
Can I stealthily like see if it's locked?
It does appear to be locked.
What type of keyhole? Are we talking like a big one?
Like reasonable size, like doorknob with like a traditional keyhole.
Can I see if I can peek through the keyhole and see anything?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Sorry, I have good perception bonuses. I keep forgetting where it is. 17.
17. All right. These warehouses are not people's homes, right? They're kept in a state of orderly manner, but there's like a few cracks between the timber panels of the exterior and a little bit of light's getting in. You peek through and you can see what looks like a smaller room inside this building. You see a rather disheveled looking bed, something that looks like someone got up in a hurry and has left it like that for a long time. You can see like a small chest of belongings that's been opened and rummaged through, some stuff like strewn across the floor. Looking through, you can see a bit of light streaming in from what at first you think is an open door, but kind of looking past a little bit, you can see that where the door to this bedroom has just been completely obliterated. There's just bits of wood like across the floor.
Alrighty. Pull up my lockpicks. And I blow on the door. See if it unlocks. I'm joking, I lockpick it.
I was like, what kind of ability have you got?
Yep, so that'll be your dex and proficiency.
Yeah.
Plus your
Yeah.
bullshit, whatever that gives you.
That's why I said I blow on it, because it's like, I don't gotta lockpick anything now. Unnatural 20.
Okay. Easy enough to do. This is a reasonably old door. You get the first couple of pins up and the rest of them just kind of follow. The door is open.
I'll kind of, while I grab the handle, lift the door up and make sure it's real quiet and doesn't creak. I'm not going to open it all the way. I'm going to open it just enough so that I can slip through.
Yeah. Give me a stealth check as you enter here again.
21.
Okay. slip through that door into what is quite a tight, small bedroom. You can indeed see that disheveled bed and an open chest of belongings. You can see that the door to the rest of this building has been broken down. It's kind of lying in pieces on the floor.
Can I check the belongings, the crate of belongings, see if there's any like names or labels or anything that would identify this person working somewhere?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
It's 11.
11. As you're looking through, you can tell that these belongings, mostly like clothes and things, are like covered in a heavy layer of dust, like they were flung onto the floor a couple of weeks ago at the very earliest. Simple dresses, working attire. You do see on a few of these emblems that would signify that this belongs to a member of the gear.
I'll leave the door cracked. Enough that I could shoot a bolt through it from afar. And I will stealthily walk through the destroyed thing. Could I see if I could pick up a scent of violet?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Uh, 17.
You kind of stop for a moment and use the rest of your senses to try and get a bit of a smell of this place. And there is that kind of like old dust and mildew smell that is just old building that's a little damp and hasn't been well cared for in a while. There's a hint of smoke, like not current smoke, but like lingering, like something burnt in here, or there was constant use of smoke in this place. And you do get a very unrefined scent of like citrus and lavender. That distinct smell of violet, but more natural, unrefined.
Okay. And you would call
Stumbled on it.
you would call the leaf or the oil refined.
Yeah, essentially.
I'll walk into that open area stealthily and keep to the shadows.
Yeah.
I just want to see if there's anyone here other than me.
You walk through into the main chamber of this room, and it's much bigger. Immediately you can tell that this is, or was, a storage facility. You can see on the opposite side from where you are, piles and piles of crates that are stacked almost to the ceiling, most of which are opened and don't seem to have much in them at current. To your left, as soon as you walk out of that door, you can see a few crates, one of which is slightly pried open with much more dull, almost like if the violet leaf had been pressed, like very dull in color boxes of what looks similar to the ingredient that you had found. Large crates of violet or unprocessed violet. In the very middle of this room, you can see a small, like, forgery setup. Small anvil, fire pit, grindstone, just set up in the middle of this building with a chimney that goes up the top. So it looks like this was a pseudo-storage facility, part like tinkering workshop. You can see like plants that are beginning to grow out of some of these boxes and spider webs that have gathered in the corners of the room. Doesn't seem to be any signs of life.
And the footsteps sort of lead into this door?
Yeah. And that's, at this point they've kind of trailed off. There's not much in the way of remnant here anymore. You do notice there's also another room a little further back in the building.
Before I go over to there, can I see if there's any crates near the pressed ones that haven't been pressed yet?
Yeah. Making your way over to the other side of the room. All the boxes that are here that contain violet. It seems to be this unrefined version. Whether it's leftovers or unprocessed or the raw ingredient, you're unsure.
Can I take a bit of everything?
Yeah, of course.
I'm just gonna bag that.
Yeah.
It's evidence. Jesus Christ. And I'll slowly sneak over to that. Is there any other door other than that one I haven't gone over to yet? Like the room?
Just looks like the one you haven't gone over to, which is also equally broken and shattered as the bedroom door.
One more room to clear, and I go over to it.
And this is where you die.
You walk in, and this seems to be kind of like a personal study. There's a desk, or a couple of desks. One of them has kind of a brief layout of the city drawn on it. The other seems to be a tinkering table. There's a few mechanical things and a couple of like partially refined vials of stuff that don't seem to hold much use. A couple of extra broken desks and some shelves that look like they've been rummaged through pretty heavily.
Can I check the map? See if there's any locations circled?
Yeah. This map seems to be just quite literally of the city. You can see a few points that have circles and have then been crossed out. 7 or 8 kind of in the vicinity of the warehouses.
I'll take that map down if I can, just roll it up. Is there any of those areas that haven't been crossed out nearby?
Just one, and it looks like it's a house a block or so away from the warehouses.
Is there any papers on the desk about how the fuel is made? Anything like instruction-wise?
Recipes.
Give me an investigation check as you rummage through the parts of this room that haven't been pillaged.
Perception, did you say?
Investigation.
Investigation? That is 18.
18, alright. Looking through, you don't see anything in the way of writing. There's a few books here that look like they contain like basics of alchemy, stuff that's pretty rudimentary that you'd know. Again, similar like pressing oils and extracting natural substances from plants. But no writing. What was your roll, sorry?
18.
18. So you're looking around and kind of shuffling a few of these books on the table. You do notice that in one corner of this desk, almost like someone has been unconsciously fidgeting while they've been working. What at first just looks like someone has had like a knife that they've been fiddling with and scratching markings into the desk. You begin to see it's not just 300 scratches carved into the desk. You begin to notice little pieces on the edges that have only been hit once or twice of like rather sharp looking like runic imagery, if you will.
Could I pull out a page from my notebook? Can I put it up against it and grab like a chalk or pencil and rub against?
Still rubbing.
You rub it, and you can see like the center of this area that's been scratched over 100 times is just that. It's scratches, but kind of on the outskirts where it's only been hit once or twice. You can see points of triangles and circular patterns and sharp gashes that have been carved. Very... What languages do you read?
Common, Elvis, Infernal. Infernal, Sylvan, Abyssal, Giant, Dwarvish.
These look in the realm, not perfect, but in the realm of someone that is beginning to understand Abyssal runic patterns.
Abyssal is... who speaks it primary?
Demons.
Demons.
Oh no.
I'll do one check. Is there any, like, I want to look for any, like, hidden latch or anything that someone could have hidden in?
Yeah, where are you looking?
Just in the main, the big.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
What do I use my inspiration for this one? 18.
18. Very nice. You're looking around for a while. At this point, it would be very close to that 10 minutes that Strata had allocated himself. But as you're looking around, it really feels like there's nothing in this room until you're over by those boxes of violet. And it takes a moment because there's no latch, there's no door, there's no obvious entrance or exit to anything. But just as you're walking over, you feel your hair kind of brush to the side a bit, and a draft coming through one of the stone piles on the floor catches your attention.
Look, I'll quickly grab a bolt. I shall just walk to the door.
Yeah.
I'll just pick my head out. I'll be like,
Are you sure?
yes, come in stealthily.
Okay.
Is there anything that you two were doing while you were out there, or just like...
So I would have been watching out for any civilians, and if anyone did come to approach us, I would just say that I'm helping secure a perimeter.
Okay. No one would approach. You're like deep in the back alleys behind the warehouses.
All right, then yeah. And then I'll...
I want to search the surroundings and see if there's anything that's been like dropped or left behind by anyone that was recently here.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
I don't see none.
More than that one.
Very mad.
Classic.
Just some wood here and the wall and
Lily, you look awfully entranced by that dirt there.
his ants.
That's nice. Alright, I try and go in as stealthy as I can.
I'll meet them at the door, actually. I'll step out. So I found there's no one in the building, but there's an underground part, I think.
Well, is this wise to investigate now, or should we get back up?
I think we should be alright. I did find, and I pull out the map, this seems to be, I think your friend worked here, Elowen. Because there's a bunch of like the gear, uniforms and stuff. There's a few places that aren't crossed out, one's nearby, so it might be.
Well, what do the crosses mean, do you suppose?
I think it's
Is there a
areas
cross
with-
on Ronald's warehouse?
There's not even a circle in it.
I think it's areas that they might be delivering the fuel to, so it's different every time.
Oh, you think it's like delivery routes?
Yeah, essentially.
And maybe the crosses mean they can't deliver there anymore?
Yeah, they've already gotten that delivery, so
Oh,
maybe it's like
yeah.
this
Is there
storage
one
area.
on the fabric store?
Oh, the place that had the one that got taken by Xavier, the automaton.
Is that, do we even know
The
if they
warden.
were used to get,
Well,
The
yeah, but we
fuel
want to
was
know
used
if
there.
the
is it
uh,
the fabric store?
No, there's no circle that far
Okay.
down in the city.
it might just be main places that they deliver to, not just one-time locations.
I think it's worth checking out eventually. I also found a bunch of their raw materials that they use to make. Like they have it in here,
Oh, like a refined version?
unrefined.
That's
So
what
like
I
the
meant.
base.
Yeah, so got that for evidence. And the only other part that I haven't checked in there is that ground, because I didn't want to do that.
Well,
alone.
thinking about it now, it's probably better to take on as a small group anyway. We'd be drawing too much attention otherwise.
Alright.
Well, you lead the way. You're the sneakiest, and I'll just try and follow your steps.
Alright. So I lead them to the crack in the floor.
Kind of push your way through the bedroom, making your way past the bed, out into that main chamber where you can see the crates piled up in the corners. You can see open boxes of very dull-looking violet leaf that are, only 3 or 4 boxes, but they're noticeable. Head to the kind of back of the building, if you will. You can feel that draft.
I would like to dip my sword in something, thankfully, by pouring it into my sheath so it like stays stored up a little bit. I could use one of my 6 poison vials, but let's try something a little unique. I'm gonna use my phase spider venom.
Oh no.
Which counts as serpent venom. You sit to right?
Yeah, he's written / serpent venom. Vinium.
Try something from the first ever thing I took poison from.
I was also gonna say, can I take a small piece of the unrefined violet?
Yeah, of course.
It's all coming together. This was episode 4. I got this venom.
A creature subjected to this poison must succeed a DC 11 con save, taking 3d6 poison, or half as much as.
Thank you. Alright, I'll pour that in my sheath, and I will kind of glide my fingers around till I feel a bit of breeze, and I'll try. I'm not going to forcefully do anything, I'm just going to look for whatever looks like it was meant to open.
Yeah, of course. Give me an investigation check.
Investigate. 24.
20. Looking at this for a time, kind of running your fingers around the edge of this rather large floor tile, you can feel that breeze. Nothing jumps out at you obvious immediately. You notice that a few of the cracks on kind of the adjacent tiles also have like a faint airflow coming through them, and you look around for a while. You notice that very small on the ground, kind of between the corners of a few of these tiles, there seems to be like a small indentation with what looks like a button or a mechanism or something hidden in it.
I hate ones that are mechanisms, because they can be loud, and I...
Yeah, you press down. As you do, you begin to hear kind of a... And you watch as that large floor tile just kind of dislodges from where it is, falls maybe a half a foot down, and then just slides back and reveals a staircase.
Alright, before we go down, you guys got health potions? What do we roll?
Oh,
I got health potion.
Let's organize our...
I'm fine and dandy.
I wouldn't mind having one if someone has a spare to
I have one.
hand out.
I have a heal.
The heal, alright, take a heal drop.
So it's 1d6 plus 2.
Yeah, good enough.
I have...
For sure I have... So,
I have 1 regular. That's all. I think I'll keep that on me.
yeah.
You have 6 apples. Nice.
What?
I saw it in
I
the
want apples.
You want
That's
that?
right.
I have a lot of badges on me right now.
Yeah, you should get disadvantage or stealth check.
Like a coin bag.
I do heal, but that's all it's not. So you got 1 regular. That's alright. Should be good enough if we take our time. How wide is this staircase? Like 1 person at a time?
I mean, it looks to be like 10 feet wide at the top. Like, it's a reasonable size. This is a very large kind of pavement that slipped out of the way, and you could fit 2 people down here pretty comfortably.
Okay. I think until we know what's happening, you go last.
Oh, yes, I can do that.
We'll go first then.
Besides, I'm loud. Might be
Yeah.
better for you guys to lead.
But feel free to rush ahead if shit happens.
Oh, don't worry, I won't hesitate.
Slowly go down. Stealthily. Yeah.
You begin to descend the staircase, and it's 10 feet at the top, but it seems to almost widen out at the bottom to this almost 20-foot wide hallway. You can feel a very cold breeze running through here, just a very small natural amount of airflow, but it smells dusky, damp. This very dense air. As you begin to descend and a few moments pass, you begin to hear that same in reverse. So you're all making your way down the staircase.
Yep.
By the time you reach the bottom of the staircase, and it's maybe a 20, 30 foot descent, you hear that closing.
Oh, you meant it was opening again, and I'm like,
Closes behind you. Most, if not all, of the light in this place leaves. And as soon as that stone slots back into its place behind you, any noise that you could hear of the city is just silenced.
I'm gonna get out my lantern of revealing. But I'm gonna put it on its lowest setting.
Yeah.
And so it gets, which is it? The light, dim light in a 5-foot radius. You can use an action to lower the hood, reducing the light to dim light in a 5-foot radius. So in a 5-foot radius, we have dim light.
Okay.
Because I don't want to put it on
Yeah.
max. It doesn't have any in between.
No. Well, it's got a bit that can come down.
Yeah.
Hooded. Yeah. Okay. Well, you descend the staircase, and these chambers are they're wide and they're tall. This looks like it was retrofitted to be whatever it was. It was probably a catacombs or something at some point.
Should I try and measure the distance of us walking down to the distance that we traveled to get to the sewer? Height-wise?
Yeah.
I'm wondering where we are compared.
Give me a... What am I going to call that? Give me a survival check. That feels like kind of...
When I was looking at the schematics, I guess, of the city when I was in that library, was something like this kind of scattered throughout the city, or this is maybe one of few?
There were a few places built into the city, built under the city, built into the stone, that were documented, but some people have private property that's not documented on city record. There were a few tunnels and catacombs down in this area. Most of it you would have just looked over thinking it was the sewer system or the old sewers.
Okay.
25.
When you were traveling through the sewers, most of that was contained kind of in the chunk that the High Stone is built on. It was constructed into the city. This feels like you've gone into the ground under the city.
Oh, so we're under the sewer and height.
Oh.
So this is wherever we are now was lower than the sewer, so it's man-made.
It's been dug out, essentially, where the sewers were built as the city was constructed.
I would like to quickly just dust the steps that we're on.
Yeah.
Is it pretty used?
Has anyone been through there recently?
Give me an investigation check, anyone that's interested.
Yeah, I am interested. Not enough, apparently. That's an at one.
18.
Gotta get it out the way now.
You have a bit of a look. You run your finger along the 20-foot staircase here. Most of it seems to be covered in a decent layer of dust, but kind of a 3-foot path up looks like it's seen a bit of use. Someone out of habit walks up the same part of these stairs.
All right. Keep hitting.
You walk not very far until your lantern light reveals that there is a path to your left and your right. You've essentially come to a T intersection.
Oh.
Look for the graph.
I want to see if I can see that familiar pathway that person's taken.
Kind of keeping looking at that. By the time that you're 20 or so feet away from that staircase, it looks like there's a decent amount of foot traffic that's gone in both directions here.
I want to smell the air.
Yeah.
Like, do any of the pathways smell more violet intense, or one of them doesn't, or like what's the sense?
Give me a perception check.
Yes. 21.
21. The air down here all smells very similar. That kind of like dank, rotted air. But the path to your right does carry a slightly fresher smell of citrus and lavender.
The right hand path. The right smells more a bit like that violet we were smelling upstairs.
I feel like any direction would do us good, but I say we keep with the fresh track and go right.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I feel like there's enough people down here potentially that we would end up at the same place no matter what way we go, but I'd rather follow.
I think I also
Normal.
have a feeling that both of these paths eventually lead to the same spot.
Well, alright, let's go right. Turn right.
Begin down that corridor. And like these tunnels are wide enough that the 5 feet in every direction from your lantern isn't quite getting both walls at any time. Like you'll see one wall and you'll walk a little to the left and the other wall will kind of come into sight.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You continue to the left until this corridor turns a corner and continues in the same direction that you were before.
Could an automaton walk down those stairs?
Easily. You continue down this hall, and you can see that, like, in the brick and mortar walls and ceilings of this structure, there's plants growing out, like, growing into the cracks in the sides, into the soil beyond the walls here. You can see every so often, like, a pile of rubble where part of the ceiling is, like, slightly fallen down, revealing the dirt above it. You can see full, like, tree roots that have crawled their way through the exterior wall and kind of growing into the tiled floor. As you walk a little further down this hallway, you begin to see a very, very faint light. Like, not enough that you can make anything out, but just enough that you know that there is kind of light in that direction. This very subtle, soft pink.
Turn off your light. I think if we could see theirs, they'll be able to see ours. Let's just keep following towards the light. I will move about 15 feet ahead of the group. Just warn them if I feel anything or see anything.
Knowing that I am the least stealthy and quiet in the group, I will hang back like maybe 10 feet from Lily.
Is everyone stealthing up then?
Yeah.
Make a group stealth check.
Natural 20.
Nice.
23.
I was
Sounds about accurate.
okay. I rolled a 12 and then I rolled an 11. So 11.
Okay. Walk along here. Every so often, the squeak of a belt or the clank of armor that, like, very subtly echoes. You hear, like, the just kind of very faintly echo down the chamber.
I am hanging back if that makes any difference.
You do every so often hear noises kind of echoing through as well, like something hitting stone or a water droplet or a rustle of something, but it's hard to make out if it's something moving or if it's just the natural ambience of the space. Eventually you find the source of that light as you continue down this hall and it kind of opens up into a bit of a chamber. You can see a box of leftover violet that seems to be not as dry as what you'd found upstairs, but definitely not very potent, just giving off like the last little bit of glow that it has. And you can see that subtle glow kind of picked up by a few shapes in this room. You can make out what looks like a kind of boardwalk, catwalk around this chamber, like an elevated viewing platform almost. and a couple of big, like beams that are in the center of this area. It looks like there's probably other stuff around here, but you don't have enough light to make out much in the way of details.
Can I try to see if I hear any talking or any people?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
That's 25.
25. Listen out for talking. You don't hear anything. You hear a faint sound like metal or stone scraping against stone. You hear this kind of squelching sound and the occasional water drop, but nothing that sounds like talking.
I'll wait for the others to catch up. I think we might need to YOLO and just use the light.
Are you sure?
Well, we can't really investigate without it.
No. Problem is, I don't know if we're alone or not.
I can tell you I don't hear any people.
Hey, what if we use Yorna and Savoie? She's one of them. And she has the gear. In a long way.
No, she's the Iron Legion.
I'm with the Iron Legion.
Shit, where's your gear outfit?
I don't have a gear outfit. I am not well versed in mechanics.
You can still try and pass out as one of them.
No, if Elowen is down here or she's involved with this kind of stuff, I think my presence might actually be a negative here.
I also saw some sort of language written on a table, which I thought was Elowen's workspace, and it's in the language of the demons. So whatever.
Is that not what they're trying to destroy with this weapon?
No, the devils.
I get them mixed up a bit.
The demons were keen on this weapon, and the devils are trying to stop it.
Okay.
I think devils are the people of hell, and demons are like the beast people.
Okay. Got you. Well,
Still all evil, but
yes, but like different end of the spectrum, I guess, of evil. All right. Then yes, I will. I also think maybe we should just bite the bullet and see what we can find down here. If there is complications, it's not like we haven't been in a fight before.
exactly.
All right. And I turn on the Lantern of Revealing, nice and bright.
Okay.
So 30-foot radius of bright light and dim light for an additional 30 feet, so 60 feet total.
You unhood the lantern and immediately this place is flooded with the light, and you can see in very clear detail what is a workshop. You can see this large chamber, and on the outer walls is a staircase that moves up into a catwalk that goes around a kind of frame with a bunch of ropes and pulleys, and you can see a half-constructed shield warden is strung from this, almost like a hoist, if you will, like a few 10 feet off the ground, missing an arm and one of its feet currently not on. You can see a workbench and a grindstone. You can see that box of violet. You can see, again, like plant growth crawling out of the corners of this building, vines wrapping around. Most interestingly, underneath this hoist where this shield warden is strung up, you can see a large design etched into the floor. Large circle with scrolling designs carved through it, this very violent looking rune that has been carved on the floor, maybe 10 feet across. You can see what looks like remnants of something, some kind of a liquid that has been poured into the grooves etched on the floor. Scattered around the space, stuff that you have not seen, created of the same material as the wardens. what look like blades, axe blades, swords, not made for human hands. Weaponry.
Does it look like stuff they might equip a warden with?
It looks very much like this is in the process of being fastened to this shield warden.
Right.
The rune.
Yeah.
Is it say anything in Abyssal?
This
Mean anything?
not so much a language. This is like a kind of like an arcane rune of Abyssal. It's like a summoning of power, a conduit more than anything.
This is horrific.
If we find the two most things in this whole area, eventually after investigating that we think should be destroyed, I do have two of these, and I bring out blast powder. I've been holding on these for a good day.
Okay, but I quickly look. How structurally sound does this underground area look?
I mean, again, like every 20 or so feet, you see a massive pile of rubble where the roof is like collapsed in and is showing
It
to.
would break everything down on.
But this can be done from a distance, or
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah?
Yes.
Shoot an arrow at it with
you look.
flames.
You seem unsure there.
I've got a range, that I can shoot from.
Yes, but I don't think.
But have you ever used these before?
No. However, if we place it somewhere far enough that we could shoot it, you guys can leave, and I definitely could dash out.
Well, let's just see what's in here, see if we can find anything.
So I'm saying if we
and-
need to blow stuff up.
Yes, we'll consider it.
The weapon's metal. It's made out of the same material they are, which is
Actually, mithril? Is it mithril?
Not mithril, these look like prototypes. They're just made out of steel.
interesting.
Prototype.
And what other? Is there any more hallways or rooms?
This hallway continues. This is essentially like a chamber built into the side of the hallway.
I want to check something.
Yeah.
I want to go up to the shield warden. And where that like panel is that covers like the internal runes, I want to open it.
Okay. Are you going up the like catwalk area to get to that? Because it's like 10, 15
Oh, I
feet
see.
suspended off the ground in
I'll
ropes.
do a quick like left right double check
follow.
nothing's lurking, and then I'll go see it.
I want to go as well.
You walk up the catwalk, and as soon as you do, now that you're no longer looking at this thing from the bottom, you can see that the arm that is currently like detached and hanging like 5 feet away from the automaton. Not only is it missing the shield, but it looks like there is now a blade running up the length of the arm that looks like it can flick out.
Oh no!
And as you make your way up to the top of that platform, you can see across the top of the shell of the warden, where usually it is beautifully shaped steel panels, is crude, like this was a repair job of a defunct shield warden that had been taken off duty. And you can see dozens of like sharp, wicked abyssal runes carved into the exterior of the warden.
Jesus.
And you were checking the panel?
Yes.
What for?
So last time when I was looking at them, the runes had like, runes, blank, runes. What is in that blank spot on this one?
You kind of move yourself out to the edge of that catwalk and start to remove a panel that would let you see the engravings on the internal works of this creature. As you touch it,
No. No.
Touch.
there's a brief flash of pink from the internals that goes like from the bottom up through the creature. You just see this quick like of light. And then each of those runes on the exterior of the creature begin to glow a vibrant green, like they're almost about to catch fire before they dull back down, and the metal itself just looks superheated. in that moment.
No! I just wanted to check it out. I didn't think it.
You activated
I should
it.
have done my thing first. I was gonna cut the fuel line.
You get stabbed.
Yeah, it's fine. It's.
Just burning damage.
Does an 18 hit?
Oh, that's my AC! So, meets it, beats it, right?
Yep.
Blech.
So the arm that still has the shield intact flings around, smacks you with that shield for 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And as it does, the structure that it's roped into just kind of these big wooden beams, one of them snaps, and this thing begins to tumble towards the ground and hits the stone pavement. You see bits of it go flying. The thing immediately deactivates, and it's on the ground, tangled in rope.
I quickly go down to it, and
You can see where those runes look like they had turned on and lit up to activate this thing have immediately turned back off. You can see that there is a subtle but steady stream of pink liquid beginning to ooze out of the front of the warden.
okay, it's toast. I open the panel.
Yeah, you pry it off. Give me an Arcana check as you're looking through here.
Another explosion.
No. Nat 20 for a total of 22.
22. You open the panel up, and you can see that there's a few more tubes that carry the fuel to various circuits in this thing that you dodge the leaks of so that it doesn't take effect. And begin looking through. You can see the majority of the arcane enchantment that runs these creatures is still there, very similar to the other one. You can see that in places, though, where parts of this creature, arms, are being modified, those enchantments have been removed, and these wicked abyssal enchantments have been put in its place. You can see up the central column of that creature that is usually devoid of any runic enchantment is just scrawled with these runes, and it overlaps a few of the arcane ones underneath.
Was there any ropes helping hold this thing up?
Yeah, that's how it was suspended.
I'm gonna quickly grab, if one of the ropes snapped, I'm gonna go to the ends,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna thread them with my dagger to make them look like they wore over time.
Okay, yeah. Give me...
All the new rolls here.
I'm gonna call that... I'm gonna let you pick if that's sleight of hand or deception.
Well, I'm gonna try to sleight of hand.
Not lockpicking, mind you.
No. Still just better than
Yeah, no.
perception. 19.
Okay, alright.
I'd also like to rush down and grab a vial and try to get as much of that fuel.
Yeah, I mean, at this point it's seeped between the tiles on the floor. Give me...
Kind of tip one of the tubes, at a certain, get a bit of extra.
Yeah. What was your sleight of hand on the ropes? Or just use this as one whole thing?
Was it 18 or 19?
Okay. You get down and you're able to scrounge together one vial of remaining fuel.
It's like a survive.
Anyone else doing anything in that moment? You're investigating your
I want
fuel.
to see if it falling made any commotion, if there's anyone coming.
Yeah. Give me. Are you going to look or just listening out?
Is the catwalk made of metal?
It's just a wooden staircase that goes up to a little platform around this room.
Okay.
I can show you.
Hey!
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's about what I imagined.
You guys have come from down.
Nice.
Then how many look down the other end that we haven't gone into yet?
You walk down kind of the remainder of this hallway, and it only goes another 20 or so feet. You can see like iron bar gates, very similar to like in the sewer, but like fully blocking off the end of this hallway. On the opposite side of that, you can see like a faint bit of light. You can make it like an anvil and a small smelting station and a few crates. But as you're looking around, you do begin to notice, like in the shadows of the distant like hallway kind of beyond where you can begin to see just movement in the shapes of the shadows. You begin to hear like a more constant scraping sound, like metal on stone, just dragging through the corridor here.
Does it look like they're coming closer?
Keeping an eye on it for a few moments while Yorna and Strider are going about their business. You watch after a while as like almost like a vertical beam of light kind of across the walls. You hear that scraping continue for a time, and then it stops, and you see another like vertical column of light across. And that scraping continues.
What?
Yes.
Huh?
Something.
Well, I see this light thing.
Yeah, every like maybe 30 seconds or so, you see just like this vertical strip of light that seems to like hit against the walls and just wipe
The
past.
vertical?
Yeah.
So it's some sort of scanning or like
It could just be like something rotating around.
no, I think it's meant to see if people are coming down that hallway.
But it's behind like bars, right?
This is just coming from like slightly further in. Like you're looking through a bar door through another building and you're just seeing this like from down a hallway somewhere. You're catching bits of this light.
Do give me a moment though. I want to stand over the demonic rune.
Yeah.
Can I see if I can recall if I've seen this symbol before?
Yeah. Give me a
Because
history check.
favorite enemies.
And I want to see if there's like a journal or any notes scattered around here that maybe annotates what the hell is going on here.
Interestingly, a complete absence of any kind of documentation.
Okay.
23.
23. This is a demonic sigil of like control, power transference. The best description is that this is like a demonic influence in the material plane.
Is this similar to, or is it almost like a demonic version of the attuning to the automatons system? Like it's a
Similar, yeah.
okay.
It's a rune of like, yeah, controlling.
Shit. All right.
You found everything?
Yeah, it's some sort of demonic controlling symbol. It's kind of maybe
mean-
that's how they're getting themselves attuned to it instead of using the crystal there.
Yeah, that'd make a lot of sense. Alright, let's investigate whatever this light is.
Yeah.
As you're saying that, this light that's kind of distant through a few gates and a couple of other rooms, you begin to notice another one from behind you that's like scanning this hallway.
Oh, nah, that's
that hole.
not nah.
Everyone, we should probably hide behind something.
Yeah.
These catwalks, can you get under them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like wooden beams that go up like 10, 15 feet at the...
I would
highest
like
point.
to hide behind one of these beams.
Are there any crates or barrels around?
See, Lily's small enough to just
Yeah,
hide
I
it.
mean, there's the desk here, there's the crate of Violet. There's a few areas here.
Yeah, I find the biggest hiding spot for a tall gal like me.
Yeah, so you're hiding in under the catwalk.
Yeah.
Make sure to turn off your light once everyone's ready.
Yep.
Is this little like thing on top of the catwalk still plant?
That's just like growing out at the corner of vines that are reaching up through the ceiling.
Can I go up on the catwalk?
Mm-hmm.
Can I climb up to the vines and climb up closest to the roof as possible? And
Yeah.
just no one looks up.
Totally.
No one looks up.
Yeah, you kind of like clamber your way through like this small, very like woody tree that's growing up and the vines around it and clamber your way up.
Place my dagger, then I'll stand on it.
Yeah.
For 1 foot.
So where's Lily decided she's ending up?
Crate of vine.
Okay, so you like duck down behind that crate.
We'll give Yorna the... You can turn off the light now.
It goes dark. And about 15 seconds pass, and you see, now that you can make it out, this beam of vibrant pink light that vertically kind of, you see it go through the bars at the end of the hallway. Echo through. And you see that other one from the other end go up the length of the hallway, scan around and back down the
I
length of the
think
hallway.
it's a warden that they've modded to be like scanning.
Yep.
As you're hiding, you begin to hear still that scraping of metal against stone. But faintly, the echo begins to form down these chambers as you hear.
He's so scared right now. Hate this.
With that constant grinding of metal against stone behind it.
Can I peek through like any gaps in the wood to see it before like?
Sure. Give me a perception and a stealth check, please.
Okay.
It was an incredible swap.
Pretty much.
Okay, so this is the perception. We've got a lovely nat 1.
Okay.
At least that wasn't the stealth. Now I roll the stealth. Okay. And
As you peek out, you don't see anything because a blinding flash of light catches you in the eyes.
Oh.
As you are coming to, you still don't see anything visually, but you begin to hear, as you all do. As you can hear footsteps growing much faster and much closer. Can I get everyone to roll initiative?
nightmares.
No, I got a retina scan.
Yeah, no, now I got blind in one eye. Oh,
That's gonna be...
I finally rolled well for initiative because I was ready. 18. That thing flashed me in the eyes and I knew I was done for. I had to be ready.
6. I was too scared.
Stop that.
You're on the
Yummy.
file. Violet, damn.
Alright, I'm done.
But like, I'm behind the crate.
Oh, you're not the credit?
No, not in the crate. I was thinking about going in the crate.
Nah. Oh, we're in and out, ladies and gents.
Guarantee you, the 31 is here till I saw your eyeball.
Okay, can I get some
no, I
miniatures, please?
I think it would have found us
10
eventually.
spell.
I tried.
Okay, so you'd be in under the catwalk over
Yeah,
here
yeah.
somewhere. Actually, you'd be like peeking around. Lily's crouched down behind the crate, and you were up here.
I'm on the corner. Goddamn.
Spider-Man in the corner. All right. As that begins to draw closer, can I please get the shield, warden, and the lumberer next to it?
The shield?
Yeah. So what you begin to see as your sight comes back to you, running down that hallway, one of those oversized lumberer automatons, the ones that were commissioned and sold to people to be helping hands, lifters, the ones that you were investigating at the Silken Stitch. These big constructions that are meant to help people in everyday tasks. You can see is missing an arm. There's like a tube where fuel would be coming out on one side. The other arm, crudely constructed, no longer has a hand at the end, but like a 5-foot long blade that it's dragging behind it, sparks getting flung up from the stone as it is now running scarily quickly down this corridor in your direction. You can see the pink fuel running through the pipes on its back, its lens vibrant pink, as that bar that is scanning goes one more time. And very similarly, those like green sigils begin to all over the exterior as it comes charging down in that general direction.
Oh god.
Okay, let's get some initiative going here. So. Okay. Strider, you're up first. If you want to do anything, as you can hear these footsteps coming down the hallway, you want to like peeking out and kind of pulls back for a moment.
Let's start with something that's rushing. Can I see anything?
No. As soon as that pink light fades, all that you have to work off is sound.
Oh yeah, my lantern. Whoops.
I mean, there's enough light that if something was like 10 feet from you, you might be able to see it, but other than that.
I'm gonna hop down. How many is it to get downstairs?
Just one lot of movement. Sturdy staircase.
I'm gonna like peek around this corner.
Yeah. You can hear it, you can see sparks being flung up, you can see the silhouette of this creature, but it's very hard to make out where it is between sparks. It's like silhouetted here, then it's 10 feet closer, then it's slightly
I'm
to the
gonna
side.
go to here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, guys, I think we're gonna have to fight whatever this is. And I'm gonna like, fuck it. I'm just gonna throw an alchemist fire forward.
Yeah.
Oh God!
I can't see, and I need some flames. Alchemist flame. I got it here. This sticky substance, throw it 20 feet. You can throw the flask up to 23, shattering it on impact.
Yeah.
Against a creature or object. On a hit, the target deals 1d4 to 5 damage at the start of each of its turn. A creature can end its turn by using action to make a DC 10 check to extinguish the flames.
Okay. So this will be a disadvantage. It's further than 20 feet away, and you can't really see it. So one or the other will.
I'm fine just throwing it
Yeah.
at the ground.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, totally.
it would have to, so I can see more or less, and it would have to walk through it.
Yeah. Sweet. Give me the attack roll anyway. We'll see if it hits. Just
Ranged attack. Yeah, it's gonna be 19 to hit.
19 to hit. That does hit. You see the light kind of travel down the tunnel for a moment until this entire creature is engulfed in flames. This steel flaming contraption charging at full speed down the hallway. The flames like being pulled behind it. Okay, so what does it have to do? On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage
Yeah.
at the start of each of its turns. Okay,
Yes.
so at the start.
And it has to do a DC 10 dex check to extinguish.
So it has to use an action to do
Yeah.
that. All right.
I throw that, and it counts as a ranged attack. So I'm going to bonus action. It says I make a ranged attack roll when I use this.
That's interesting.
When I make a one-handed attack.
As an action, you can throw this flask. Make a ranged attack. Fuck it, I'll allow it.
Sick.
That's more fun.
I'll pull out my crossbow
Yeah.
now that I could see it in the flames,
Yeah,
and it's
totally.
looking all evil and fucking terrifying. I don't want to be here anymore. I'll shoot it.
I'll shoot
Shooty
it.
bang
I'll
bang.
shoot it. I gotta learn what it needs to get hit, right? 21 to hit.
21 will hit. Absolutely.
Guys, 21 hits.
Good to know. Good to know.
Oh, should have done that. That's alright. 7 damage.
Non-magical?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be halved to 3.
That's right.
I'm gonna get my axe out.
Oh yeah. Do I see it like just tank it like it's?
Yeah, you see it like scrape past, like scratch one of those runes a little bit, like it barely does anything. This thing keeps charging down.
It's always like that. This thing's gonna need magic, and I'm gonna stay there and just hopefully don't get bowled over.
I half expected it.
And I end my turn.
Okay. Yorna, you're up next.
Alright.
You step around the corner and see this flaming metal
Oh my
charging down the
god,
hallway.
Strider, you made it worse.
Well, we'll see.
So I was there.
Yeah, so you're under there. So
Yeah,
1,
1,
2,
2,
3, 4.
5, 6.
That's 30 feet.
Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be a disadvantage, but it's okay.
Better than nothing. What do you got?
I'm gonna throw my Bloodthirster axe,
Yeah, alright.
but I'm gonna first use a bonus action to sacrifice a hit die.
Alright.
I had better keep track of this. It turns into a +1 magical weapon for 3 turns.
Nice.
3 turns. That's pretty good.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a net 20.
Okay.
And
Not a net 20.
not a net 20, but I think it might still hit.
Mhm.
19 to hit.
19 will hit. Missing an arm, a few of the armor panels these things usually have not equipped. That makes it through easy.
Alright.
It doesn't have blood, does it?
Doesn't seem to.
No.
Okay.
Depends on the context, but not really.
My new moves only work on things that have blood.
It's got
And-
fuel blood.
I'm gonna make it a goading attack,
Yeah.
and I'll just go over here, and it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw
Yeah, alright.
at DC 15.
No. 8.
All right, he has disadvantage on anyone except for me
Okay.
until the start of my next turn.
Yeah.
I think.
So you run over, like, moving, trying to get its attention. Alright.
To be fair, he spotted me first, so
Yeah. Roll some damage from it.
okay. That one as well. And plus the 1 is 11 magical slashing damage.
Okay. You throw that axe and it flies down the hallway. You watch it sink into kind of the upper torso of this creature and just get, like, held in the middle chassis as it continues charging towards you, but that is, like, sunk deep into the metallic panel.
Bring me my axe back.
Alright. Anything else from you?
Can't do that, so I already used my bonus action. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I have an extra attack. I keep forgetting. Fighter. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna throw my other hand axe.
Go for it.
Also, sadly, at disadvantage. Oh yeah, that'll be the same as last time.
Yeah.
No, it won't be. It'll be 18 to hit.
18 still hits.
Okay.
I'll bring that one back too.
Yeah, I know. This one goes into the other shoulder.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Oh yeah, true, 'cause it's not magical. 7 regular slashing damage.
2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah, so that second one, you throw to the other shoulder, it, like, you hear that sound of metal against metal as it scrapes, and then you hear it clatter to the floor behind
Okay,
you.
I'll have to pick that one up later. And that's my turn.
Okay. Now, the Blade Lumberer is up.
Blade Lumberer!
You've seen this thing charging down the hall, but now that you can see it charging down the hall, it's a little more terrifying as this thing moves rather quickly. 40 feet movement, just dashes its way towards Yorna.
With a flame trail?
Actually, yeah, what's it do for the fire?
You've made it.
D4 damage.
You've made it
Roll me a
more,
D4.
more terrifying.
Take this flame damage 3.
Nice.
As that fire erupts around this creature, this automaton, you watch a few of those glowing green sigils flare up. It looks like this thing is trying to nullify the fire damage,
Oh.
but it fails. They power down. That thing takes the full damage. Like something's not quite ironed out.
Oh.
I'm trying to make like a resistant thing. Or...
Oh yeah, if you're trying to kill like devils and demons where the whole thing is fire.
They're trying to rock it.
All right. That back to him. All right.
Damn. Good thing I wrote extra attack nice and big on my notebook, otherwise I would have missed it.
It's just going to, as the blade comes to the side, you can see a gleaming shaft of mithril as it brings its mithril blade out and is going to take an attack against you.
Yuck.
Does an unnatural 20 hit.
You.
You take 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
So this thing carves across in front of you.
Ooh.
As it does that, that's its turn, and you begin to hear distant. And Lily is up.
We just don't have your light ups on my fires there or anything.
Wow.
Like,
This new whispers.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
A level 2.
Alrighty.
Must make
I
a
need to
wisdom
use
saving throw.
to like.
Natural 20.
Damn, that's a 60. So he takes half 4d6 psychic damage.
Alright.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Just one more. But 15 half is 7.
Okay. As you glance that out towards the lumberer, again, you watch a couple of those runes like try to flare up. But they, again, die down, unable to neutralize the effect in any way. It takes the damage.
what did you do? What type of damage?
Like, this my
I think
the whispers.
this one can't do it, but maybe the other model that's coming up can.
Anything else from Lily?
No.
It's foreshadowing.
Wow.
After Lily, you begin to hear something else. Not as rushed, but another set of deeper down in the building.
That way or that way?
Just seems.
Oh,
Give me a perception
wow.
check, actually. Why not?
27.
27. Okay. The first set, it's moving a bit faster, seems to be kind of in this general vicinity, right?
Okay.
The other one that you just heard could be anywhere in this area.
Yeah, so we're gonna be quick.
Back to the top, Stratum.
Yeah, you get yourself that advantage.
Flank up behind him. Gonna bonus action Slayer's Prey. Which I don't. You have my Slayer's Prey now. I got one.
Could be up there by the minutes.
Oh, it is too.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
No?
No, it's just good and evil and.
It was on a tree creature at some point. I didn't get it back.
I don't know if anyone needs
Well, it's
the.
definitely not in here. So it's probably somewhere else.
Yeah.
What's this for? Slay?
It's alright. I can put my hunter's mark on him. It's the same thing.
Sweet.
Just doesn't have cons. So.
I've got raging.
I'll put on Slayer's Prey. I'm gonna draw my silver blade.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take a swing.
Go for it. This the one covered in the poison?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll with advantage because I'm flanking. That's what cool people do. Nat 20.
Nice.
Alrighty. No.
Slayer's Prey, sneak attack.
I will say in this instance, don't worry about rolling the poison. You get the sense it isn't. I will say, though, that it doesn't use up that usage of the poison.
Okay. However, I would like to use my blood curse, and I'm going to amplify my blood curse to make it, if it's immune, it's resistant.
Okay. All right. What is the wording on this? Do I need to bring it up?
Yeah. It's a reaction for me to do this.
Yeah, sweet. What's the class? Blood Hunter?
Blood Hunter, blood curses.
And this is Blood Curse of...
Exposure.
Use reaction. Yeah, totally. Okay, you can roll your poison damage.
What is that poison damage against it? It was a lot.
Yeah, I'm up in all sorts of crap.
Yeah, my bad.
God damn
36.
it, Kyle.
36?
Yeah, just keep that.
Separated?
Actually, this will all be hard one. Non-magical?
It's not just if he's resistant and stuff to my... That's a good
Is it
question.
a single damage type?
It's every damage he's taking that turn on that hit. So anything that's happening.
Yeah.
But if I amplify it, do I still get the first part if I amplify it? I wonder.
How do you mean?
Because my first part stops him from being resistant to things, like non-magical weapons, right? So my stuff will go through. But I'm also amplifying it so that if he's immune to stuff, he's also resistant to that stuff instead.
Two separate things?
It's the same ability. I'm wondering if it replaces it.
I'll have a look.
Because I actually don't think it says it replaces it. I just want to double check.
Curse of, what was it, sir?
Exposure. I just want to double check that because that could change how I play it. See. New moves.
Research.
I never thought about it, that one like that. I assumed it did both.
Yeah.
Because you're using your ability, but you're paying a price to make an add-on to it.
The Blood Hunter, Blood Curse of Exposure. Yeah, it says amplify, so I assume... Target. When a creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage from an attack or spell, you can use your reaction to temporarily weaken its resilience. Until the end of the target's next turn, it loses resilience to all the damage types dealt by the triggering attack. Okay. Amplified. The target instead loses invulnerability to the damage types of the triggering attack, but has resistance to those damage types until the end of its next turn. Oh, okay. So it's...
One or the other?
Yes. So you can choose to... Essentially what you're choosing between here is whether to do full normal damage or half normal and half poison.
Does he... I don't know if he's immune to the poison condition, though.
You do not.
It was 3d6, and it would be 2d6 added on, so it'd be 5d6 plus a d8 versus it. I'm gonna choose not to use my poison on this one. I'm gonna choose to not amplify my curse.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna ignore his resistance.
Yeah, totally.
Sneak attack.
Yep.
Blaze prey.
Yep.
Sword. I'm just gonna choose to double it so he's not resistant.
Okay.
Nice. 26 plus 4. 30
Nice.
damage.
You take a slash at this thing, like one of the fuel lines gets severed, and is like violet is flowing out, or that liquid, sorry, is flowing out. As you drop it below half of its hit points, can I please have a Constitution saving throw from everyone within 5 feet of the creature?
No. Rat.
And take
I will say, as if anyone sees me slash this,
Yeah.
being I'm using my new move,
Yeah, totally.
No.
as my slice is kind of hitting it and it's like the resistances are happening, black and green, sorry, like kind of where veins would go to your eyes, and my eyes would start to glow more intensely as my blade just starts to cut smoother and smoother as time goes on.
you get that back, you gone veins.
Oh,
Con
no.
save?
Yeah.
I would like ass.
20.
Which is a shame because I have a good plus to con.
Total?
9.
9. Okay.
No, not the condition.
You got it.
Not the condition.
It'll be here somewhere.
No, it's not. You don't need it.
It should be here somewhere.
It'll
Which
be,
one is it?
It'll be blinded.
No,
Gonna blind it with the light or something.
There we are. You feel your body freeze up as that fuel from this creature sprays onto you. You are paralyzed for a minute.
A minute.
You can remake the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, just put it on a neck.
Okay.
You can't do
Straight is fine.
anything.
That carves through.
You can't do anything when you're paralyzed, eh?
Paralyzed.
That was my bonus action as well, because it's like spray, so hearing something might come up behind me.
Yeah.
We'll head back to my original position.
Okay. All right. That's Strider. Yorna. As that fuel splashes up your arm, you begin to hear your thoughts in your mind echoing 1,000 times, mixing with other thoughts that are not your own, voices that fill your head and keep you paralyzed in place. If you'd like to remake the save at the end of your turn, you're more than welcome.
I don't want to make the save. I'd rather stay paralyzed.
Fine by me.
You're like, guys, I couldn't help out. I was just...
17.
17. You snap out of that at the end of that turn. You don't even notice that time has passed, but Strider has shifted from where he was back to
But
where
I
he
know
was.
it happened to me.
For you, it just feels like you blinked. But like the remnant pain and the memory of it happening, but it doesn't feel like time has passed.
Right. Oh.
Um,
I just see like the pink liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm alright.
As you ducked around behind this thing and it like reacted to that, as soon as you jump back in front, you watch its head kind of crane in your direction. That beam of vertical light scans you, sees Lily behind you. The blade extends out, and this thing is going to just, if it had another arm, will try and run through you with that blade. It's going to use its blade dash.
Blade dash.
This is one pro tag move.
Dude is feeling like
He's got the out of...
I would
Pretty
like
much.
to use Sentinel.
Oh, go for it.
Hit him.
Hold on. It's Sentinel doesn't count as an opportunity attack, does it?
It does.
Yeah.
You use your reaction when something...
Yeah.
It's like a separate thing.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a
it's not
reaction
really
based.
This is a reaction to it making an attack, right?
Yes, or I think
It works two
leaving
ways.
my space.
Okay, so this is, as it does this, it is fast enough, it does not provoke opportunity attacks, and this is not considered a melee attack. This is like an AoE effect. Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
So I
Adam
don't
is
think that
sluts.
will
I
apply.
don't think Sentinel works. I'm still gonna have a look
Yeah,
at it.
double check the wording on that.
It's another thing where two guys, like, they dash and, like, and they turn around and
Yeah.
see who they slice.
If he can get through.
After slots them.
It's loading.
Why that barbecue?
The magic.
3
Um,
ones, 2 twos, 1 those.
Creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action before leaving your reach. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, and that target doesn't have this feat, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the creature.
Yeah.
So,
Unfortunately, that won't
Not a
apply.
time.
Yeah.
This is not making an attack against a target. It is just dashing through and causing damage to everything that's path. And not provoking opportunity attacks when it does it.
Classic MMO. If you're not targeting something,
I'll read it out specifically.
So it's kind of like if you Misty Stepped, for example.
Very much so. The water moves up to 20 feet in a straight line without provoking opportunity attacks. Each creature in its path must succeed a dex save.
Yeah, because this specifically says even if they take the disengage action, but he's not
He's not.
disengaging.
Okay, can I get dexterity saves from Lily and Strider? I'll just make sure he's out of the right spot.
18.
Okay. Lily's taking full damage.
11 if that changes
You're not
anything.
targeting anyone individually.
So 7 damage to Lily, and half that, so 3 to Strider.
Unking any damage.
Not yet.
Yeah.
As it ends that dash, you watch like a bit of steam come out from inside the creature. And that's his turn. Okay. As that happens and you kind of reorient yourself, Yorna, you're coming back to after that. You see rounding the corner another one of these creatures. Has both arms intact, but only one of them has a blade, like the same construction essentially. Dashing around the corner, taking the dash action, so like full sprint 80 feet and around. I don't have another one of them, so we'll use this guy. Here's another large construct.
Jeez.
Sprints around the corner, blade out, scraping against the wall as it charges into sight. Lily, well,
He takes 4 damage on his turn.
he does.
Some fire.
Would you say the blades that they have, they're holding them, or it is a part of
It
them?
is a part of them.
Yeah.
Damn. Yawn. I am going to Dictionary Whispers again
Okay, we're going.
on the one behind me
All right,
at level 2 again.
go for it.
You gotta make a wisdom saving throw.
14.
That's decent.
So just beats it.
That's okay.
Cards.
So I'll take half. Ugh, even worse. 10, 8, 9 takes 4 psychic damage.
As you turn around to this creature that has just dashed through you, running its blade along your side, pushing that dissonant whispers through it. Again, you see the runes flare up, trying to resist the damage. And they like flare up and they flare up and they get really bright. You watch parts of like the shoulder armor almost begin to like melt away, and you hear this like explosion, like electrical explosion, as you watch the glass of its lens shatter against the back wall, and it's done.
Yay!
Oh.
I did it!
Shit.
And it falls to the ground.
On top of the other one.
What?
You know the other one that toppled down?
Oh yeah, there's just a pile.
Yeah, we're making a pile. Because that's where I imagine the other one would have been.
Yeah. Okay.
Rack 'em up, boys.
Yeah, go for it.
This is going to be a really good area if we tell the guys to come have a look at it.
Oh, like the Kari stuff.
Down.
Like tell them about this place.
Okay, that's you.
Once we're through with it. This is horrifying, though. These are creatures of defense, and look what they've done to them.
Creatures
They've
of the night.
mutilated them.
At least this one's on fire.
Lily, as you run over there, you hear behind you.
Oh, it's trying to get.
You turn around and you can see where that quite dainty-looking iron gate is situated.
Quite dainty.
One of the shield ones, the same ones that you saw at the front gates, with a plethora
those are the worst.
of runes running up its shields, is trying to bash through that gate, and looks like it gets about half the damage in.
You gotta get your axe back.
Huh?
You gotta get your magical axe back.
Yeah, well, at least now I can just pull it off a corpse.
So he is still there for the time being. Back up to the top, Strider.
Fuck. Yeah, it looks like there's another big one coming. No time to waste. I'm gonna wait. I don't really know.
You don't want to take that on?
Hey, Mr. Badger.
Yeah, I'm like, it's tough. I have a plan. Do they? Is this the same build as the one we just faced?
Yes, it seems to be exactly the same. I mean, it has its other arm, but it doesn't look like it's doing much.
Okay. Bonus action, dash.
I'll say that, like, where you are there's, like, just enough of that firelight raining down from its smoldering heat back in this room.
Yeah, because I was wondering about that.
I'm gonna dash behind them.
Yeah.
Pull out my sword. I'm gonna try to kind of get a little jump, and I want to cut the purple
The
tubes, the fuel lines behind them.
All right.
I try to cut them
Yeah, give me an attack roll.
because we got to. 18.
18, yeah, that hits.
Seven.
7, right. Any of that magical?
No.
You go to, like, slash through these tubes, and you can see transporting this liquid. You're able to, like, sink your blade in, but it's not enough to get through.
That's right. And I'll just end my turn there.
Okay. Yorna.
I would like to bonus action
Yeah.
use my Ring of Earthen Ally to create a lesser earth element.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to put him... where can I put him?
We decided anyway within 30 feet.
30 feet?
Okay.
Okay. Then I'll go... what? I'm going to put him here.
Yeah.
Yes. He's my best boy. And I'm going to leave him there. Because he
Natural
goes...
and the unnatural.
Yeah.
Same pose.
And I'm gonna 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Can I just pick up my axe?
Yeah, free action. Pick that up.
Sweet. And then
It probably still has a round lift on it.
2, 3.
Maybe not.
Yes, it does. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30 feet?
Yeah.
That's fine.
What's going on over there?
And I'm gonna once again throw the axe.
Yeah, go for it.
It
Disadvantage.
was like
Yeah.
swapped rolls.
Yeah.
I know I'm doing all the ranged attacks, and it was like, well, I'm sorry, Strike. Not 20.
Stop wasting them.
I know. That's a 10.
10 does not quite hit.
Right.
It just hits the ground just right next to Strider.
It comes to, like, a rest on the stone pile next to you. Like, knocks the other one.
And I'm out of throwing things.
Damn. What's the plan then?
I can't throw anything else. I'm gonna.
Nothing else to throw?
Well,
Can't run over here with a dash.
no, I don't have bonus action dash. Plus, I popped this boy out, so. No, there's nothing else I can throw.
Alrighty.
Sadly, that's
you.
Yorna's turn, and Earth Elemental goes
Yeah.
straight after me, and I'll just tell him to reinforce whatever's going on here.
Okay.
Just to
So what's he doing specifically?
so can the Earth Elemental hold in action? Can I get it to just...
Don't see why not.
Can I get it to wait so that once that thing breaks through, it just gives it a good old wallop?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So it's going to hold its action.
Yep.
All right. That's Yorna.
Yep.
We move over to the Blade Lumberer B.
And Irving...
It's going to have a go straight.
He didn't see me.
I think he's talking.
I did not run straight at it and slice it.
Just running straight. Yeah, it's going to take its Mythical Blade attack on you.
Oh, fuck.
Unnatural 20 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
You take 10 points of slashing damage as it rakes up your front.
Cool.
How many rounds is 3 minutes?
30.
Okay. I don't think I need to keep track
I
of
think
that.
we'll be good.
Okay, because that's how long
Yeah.
Earth Elemental sticks about.
So,
It rages 10 rounds.
yeah.
Submit it. Sweet.
Right, that was me. That is all that it's doing. Lily.
What is the structural integrity of that tunnel?
Oh, the gate?
Yeah, the gate.
It looks like that shield warden got like halfway through it on this last time.
How do the walls look?
I mean, the stonework is being like pulled at the hinges, but it doesn't look like it's gonna collapse or anything. Listen,
But we do want to go down there.
I was going to say, we do want to explore what's down here. But it's up to Lily. What would Lily do?
I feel like Lily would be like, I do not know what to do. Hope you live.
I'm gonna cast heat metal on the barge.
oh, okay. Hell yeah. All right. What does that do for us?
So whenever any creature makes physical contact with it, it takes 2d8 fire damage.
Okay.
So until the spell ends, I can use a bonus action on each of my subsequent turns to cause this damage again.
Totally. Sweet.
I'm actually so amped that I got to use a blood hunter move. That's for a long or short rest.
That's good. I like
In
that.
my marker.
Anything else from Lily?
No.
Alright. Well then, it is the Shield Warden beta model's turn. It's going to take a slam
Where the alpha model?
at the gate.
Right over here.
Yep, so it slams into that gate. So how much damage is it taking from heat metal?
2d8.
Go ahead and roll that for me.
50.
Ah.
That is max damage for 16.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's some burning pipes.
As it slams its shield into the gate, you see that like grid-like pattern begin to be melted
No!
into the metal construct of this shield,
Oh man.
almost like slicing a few chunks of it away, like perfect squares falling off of this as
Oh,
it pushes
dang.
in. Again, you see like up the length of that shield, runes try to negate that fire damage, but just fail to, and it goes through. Immediately doing a lot of damage to that.
Down.
It's like that weird like grid that people drop the styrofoam through and it just
We'll see if it gets the gate to come down. Read out the heat metal one more time for me.
Choose a manufactured metal object. You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast a spell. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause this damage again. There's more, apparently, because it says, see page 250.
I just want to know if this thing now walks over that gate, does it take the damage again on the same round?
Oh. If a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed on a con saving throw
Yeah,
or drop the object if it can. If it
No.
doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on
That's why you
attack
get
rolls and
this.
ability checks until the start of your next turn. That's
But
the
like
way
this
it's
pen is hard to rub off.
I'm
You
going
get
to
saliva
say...
and, like it's a clothing onto it.
For now, I'm going to say fuck it. It's going to walk over this thing and take damage again.
Yeah!
And then my stone
find the
thing's gonna give it a wall.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so it's going to bust that down, walk through here, take the attack of opportunity, and take the fire damage.
Flame damage and slam damage.
13 fire
Aww.
damage.
Yeah, nice.
I don't suppose a 9 hits it.
No, I'm afraid not.
You sure? Check again.
No.
Oh. I am curious though. It says double damage to objects and structures. Are these things considered objects and structures?
That's an interesting thought, to be honest.
It is. Usually a construct would be considered an object, but we have been allowing the use of creature targeting on them. So I'm going to say for these, no. These seem to be acting more like creatures.
They're sentient.
Just because my thingy has siege monster.
Yeah. Not that it did.
No. It's okay, Rocky.
That is going to come up behind Lily here,
Balboa.
and is going to take a slam attack. 9.
Miss!
Comes up and tries to slam at you with what is now like a quarter of a shield remaining. You just like dodge out of the way through the hole where the iron grate has like cut chunks out of this thing. Back up to Strider.
So I'm gonna roll underneath him, be like real cool, and pop out the other side.
Slide.
And would you say there's any like gaps in his like area that I could like put my hand in to get inside him if I try?
You want to be real risky with it?
Cool.
I was gonna say you
Moving
might
parts.
lose a hand.
Lose a limb.
I'm going to grab out a pouch that has this little string on it,
Oh.
and I'm gonna put it in the fire that's on the thing to light the fuse.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm
Better
gonna
get it in
put
the thing.
the blasting powder bomb inside of it.
Alright. Give me a melee attack on.
Please do not mess
Don't roll a
this
one.
one up.
What do I add for melee?
It'll just be... I believe it's just strength or dex plus proficiency.
Okay,
So
so
always
it's 7
proficiency.
plus. Not great.
Oh.
9.
9.
Just cram it
You go to
against
put
it.
this thing into the creature. As you like dart under it, it seems to like shift around, the armor panel's moving, and you're just holding this thing in your hand now with nowhere to put it.
Can I just drop it next to it?
Yeah, you can drop it on the
I
ground.
drop it, and I fucking 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
That had better not be the explosive powder.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it probably explodes. I don't know.
What is this?
Blasting powder.
Okay.
It doesn't state like when it like it's written word for word here.
I'll bring it up over here.
It's like it explodes in
But
2
it
minutes.
it explodes within 5 feet.
Okay.
So I'm out of the range.
All right.
Oh, it's such a little like poof.
What's it called? Blasting powder?
Yeah.
Blasting powder. Each creature within 5 feet. When ignited by a flame or a fuse. Okay, so this is insinuating, I think, that it's like instant.
Oh, okay.
So what I will do is I'll get you to roll the dex save, but I'll give you advantage because you know this is happening.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Sweet. But it's also making the save. So.
Pretty good. 23.
23. Yeah, you're good. Technically, you would take half damage.
I could have just walked over and thrown it at the fire, I guess.
You could, yeah. Okay, we'll say that you take no damage from it. You work your way around it. This thing absolutely fucking
roll.
fails.
He's a... Yeah.
Yeah, gives a total of 9, but not
5 plus. That's 3d6
Yeah.
exploding damage.
Exploding damage.
I was gonna change up the...
36,
Slam damage.
36 bludgeoning. There you go.
15. 2 max dice.
Yeah, so this explodes out.
Yeah.
15 bludgeoning, halved is 7. Alright.
I don't think it's wide enough to hit the walls or the ceiling, really.
It just kind of sprays some debris out and up, and just kind of a few chunks get stuck into the carapace of this creature, but it doesn't seem to do any damage to the others. No.
Did it happen to help me with my hitting the purple stuff, since it was behind him that I placed it?
Oh, actually, yeah, no. That totally sets those off. And no one's within 5 feet, so you watch that pink liquid kind of spray out and emit the same way that it did when it got Yorna. Most of its fuel is deposited onto the ground around it, and it affects no one.
Oh, then bonus action, Slayer's Prey.
Mm-hmm.
So it does. He's going through, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. What else?
My hunter's mark.
Oh, I've got him. I stole him again.
He got stolen again!
Oh, fuck.
That's the biggest target.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, Slayer's Prey on him. And I'll end my turn.
Okay, that's you. Yorna.
Alright. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm so sorry,
What
Spider.
the fuck?
Sorry, coming through.
Golden chip me.
No.
Drop my other bomb.
I just shield bash you and then
Alright, what's your
move
action
it.
doing?
I pick up the axe.
Yeah, okay. You pick that up.
And I'm gonna bonus action pump another hit die into it.
Okay,
And it stays like this for 3 turns.
nice. How many hit dice you got left?
4.
Sweet.
And this time, not with disadvantage. I'm gonna swing at him with the axe.
Okay.
Oi. It's 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Do I want to use any of these? No. I think I'll save it just in case. Oh. 6 magical slashing damage.
Nice.
And then with my extra attack, I'm gonna hit it again.
Mhm.
Going the other way this time with a nat 20.
Whoa.
I've rolled 3 of those this session. It's the first one that counts. In that case, I might use a goading attack.
Okay. Awesome.
It's smart.
It needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Unlikely. Ooh, natural 17.
No.
No
Okay.
minuses. Yeah, we're good.
So it still gets the extra dice, but
Yeah.
he's
He's
chilling.
as he is.
Yeah. So I get to double these.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Hold on. 25. Magical slashing damage.
All right. As you pump blood, life force through this thing and slash it through, you see it melting through the metal exterior of this creature. It hits something on the inside, one of the internal frames, and again you feel it sink through as all of the light on this creature
Yeah.
goes dull and it collapses to the ground.
Nice. All right.
Okay.
That was all of my movement to get there, so I think that's
That's you.
all I can do.
Okay.
And then my Rocky goes,
Yeah.
and he's gonna. Would he get advantage?
Yeah.
All right, and he's gonna slam. 13. Wait, with advantage. Nat 20.
You don't want to do
The digital 13 hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know?
the one with 2 shields?
The one with the 1.5.
All right, and he takes 13 slam damage.
Halved is.
No, no.
Oh.
He's he's resistant to bludgeoning, not slam damage.
A good distinction to make. That's him.
That's all it can do.
Okay. Both of the blade lumbers are down. Lily's up.
Surprised that we're actually got murdering this.
I'm a stab him.
Okay, go for
Well, it does help that I have a magical weapon now as well. Oh. Not as well as you. You don't have a magical
No,
weapon.
no,
it. Not even a little bit.
no.
He's got magical eyes.
I got magic eyes. I
You
can,
got smoke powder, you got.
Yeah.
I'll make up for it with my scientific discoveries.
Scientific endeavors.
Got it.
9. Bless you.
Okay.
I think.
This is with Fortune's Muse?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so 9 halves is 4. Okay, swing.
They're not magical.
I don't believe so.
What?
Have you got the card for it?
Yeah.
Does it say magical?
It's magical.
I think it's a magic weapon.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn. I guess it's just because I thought it felt like it.
It felt magical.
It felt
You can
magical.
see
Listen, it's magical in your heart, and that's what counts.
Alright, anything else from Lily?
No.
Okay. Alright. The Shield Warden. No longer concerned with saving its defensive capability for its allies, is going to use its defensive slam on Lily.
Uh-oh.
Defensive slam.
You're about to get squashed.
About to get slam.
Oh.
Go on the track. 15 to hit.
Silvery barbs.
Oh.
10 to hit.
Yay, who gets a target?
Goes in for the slam, malfunctions a little bit, misses to the side.
Strider.
Yes.
There we go. Alright. That's his turn used up. Starting up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Hey, sneak attack with range weapons?
No, I think we ruled that out.
Yeah, we did, I think.
I mean, not from the 5 feet rule. but
No.
From.
I have advantage because of.
Oh, yeah, totally.
That's all I was saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll shoot my crossbow.
Yeah, sweet.
little.
Yeah, we just didn't give it the meta.
That's a good plus. 16?
The hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Take this
Nice.
and this.
Nice.
That's 9 plus 4. 13.
Probably
6.
six.
Nice.
Then I will take another shot.
Before you do that,
Oh shit.
Lily and Stone Creature, can I please get
shit.
a con save?
Oh, I'm good at those.
As the fuel source in this thing again ruptures and some of that liquid is sprayed
I've
on.
blown all 3 of them up.
13?
15.
You're good, Stone is not.
Oh,
And the Stone be paralyzed.
Turns
he
to
is
stone.
immune to paralyzed.
Then he's good. Um,
I'm telling you, he's
You're
the
all fine.
best guy to have around. He's so handy.
a little bit of that liquid sprays out. You've had enough of these things now that you're able to kind of like pick where it is when it emits this. Everyone else dodging out of the way. Sweet. Continue.
Shoot him.
Go for it.
Take this to the grave.
15.
Yeah, 15 hit.
15 is its AC. That
Oh, got him. Figured it out. 5 damage.
hits. Is 2.
Damn,
Love to see
bro. Really putting the work in.
Because I hit the side.
Yeah, I've blown up all 3 now. You know?
Yeah. Okay. So you?
Yeah.
Yorna.
I'm gonna. Oh, 1, 2,
Throw
3,
your
4,
axe.
5, 6. I'm gonna. Can I even do that without hitting Lily?
It's...
Is he big enough?
Axe is like.
Like, can I kind of give it a bit of a?
He's gonna have some cover.
I'm the cover.
I'm gonna give him half cover, so he's got a +2 to his AC. But that's
Okay, and I have disadvantage because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes,
You gotta get yourself some javelins.
I'm
You
doing
carry heaps of.
so much more throwing than I thought I was.
Throw it up your butt.
Okay.
just need to beat a 17.
Okay.
Meet or beat it.
15 and nat 20.
Okay.
That's the 4th one, but the 15 plus 5.
Yep. That'll
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Sick.
It's me anyway.
Yeah. Aww.
Aiming for me. It's...
6 magical slashing damage.
Oh.
Nice. As again, it sinks into the front of the creature, like caught in the chest. Still up, still running, but badly wounded.
I'm enjoying this axe.
Good for you.
It works wonders.
Anything else?
I would have picked up my other axe off the ground there, like my regular one. Can I try and throw that one as well?
Yeah, no, go for it.
Disadvantage.
Mhm.
Oh no. I don't think. Yeah, no, it's even worse now. It's like what is that? 12.
Yeah, maybe like half the distance.
That one, not so much.
All right. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Lily, you're up.
My.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Earth Elemental's up. Yeah, what's that?
Damn. How am I going to swing?
Oh no.
Damn.
Advantage?
That's better. 23 to hit.
Jesus. Yep, that'll do.
Big target.
10 slam damage.
All right. Now Lily's up.
He's low.
This Earth
Not
Elemental's
vicious mockery.
bread and butter.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's hear the mockery.
Oh, your mom, yeah?
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I popped into my head. I'm like, your mum, yeah?
The things that goes, Mum, mother. What is a mother? I wish I had
Where's my
one.
No,
My mother left me. 16 on a wisdom saving throw.
Unlikely 9. Okay.
Take 2d4.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. 4 psychic damage.
Psychic damage. You see similar runes try to light up on this creature, but fizzle out as fast as they come up. Takes the damage, still standing.
They have disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Oh, very nice. Okay. And that's you?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a d6.
Me?
Yeah. That'll be your problem if it's high.
4.
Okay, you're good. It does not get its defensive slam back, so we'll just make a regular attack on you.
Ah.
Unnatural 20 to hit.
Okay.
Not that battery acid.
Battery acid.
You take 13 bludgeoning damage.
13.
Hits you in the front.
Oh, nice. We got my HP.
Oh.
All right, that's its turn. Back up to the top
one
with
HP,
Strider.
you guys.
I'll run up.
Yep.
Oh, you're really surrounding the poor guy.
I lie within 5 feet, so I have
Yeah.
sneak attack. That's 15.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So. That's gonna be 13 damage.
13 is
Six.
6. Okay. You slash it at one, like the shield that's half hanging on falls to the ground. Part of it is, barely functioning, but it is still standing.
I'll find that one wire holding it together. And
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
that is 16.
That'll hit. Can you do enough?
Always 6 damage.
6. Halved to 3 is the perfect amount. How do you finish him off?
Nice.
I'll see there's this thread holding that shield together, and there's like a little chain link, and I'll just be like, Jenga, and shoot it out.
Shoot it through a few of the circuits inside, getting fried on the way through, and again, all of those runes go dark as it falls.
I move out the way so it doesn't hit me.
All right. As it comes to an end and things quiet down, take a quick break. Right. As the last of these abomination, demonic rune-covered wardens falls to the ground, this space, the last few flickers of flame kind of dying out, falls back into darkness again, just the faint glow of some of this pink fuel emanating from the piles of construct around you. What's happening?
Is everyone okay?
Yes. That was horrifying.
I don't know, we dealt with it pretty well. I'm pretty much unscathed.
No, me too, but I think they were very clearly incomplete. I would hate to see what they look like when they are in their final form.
That's why we're here, right?
Gonna keep going?
Well, we have to
got no
figure
choice.
out where they are at with this experimentation, because these are clearly prototypes, and I'm just praying that we don't find the real deal and that they're not done yet.
Give me a moment to analyze the thing. And I'll walk up to the first one we fought. And I want to try use my book ability to analyze it.
Yeah, totally. Give me an investigation.
Gimme a man.
Will this go under my favorite enemy at this point? I'm just
This
curious.
is still a concert.
Okay.
At this point.
What roll?
Investigation.
17.
All right. You get the sense that this thing was upper 1 level threat. What else can we do? Pretty much everything that you figured out. It is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weaponry. It is immune to poison damage, and you ascertain also the poisoned condition. You get the sense that there's likely more to it, but it would probably require like a proper amount of time sitting down and studying these runes that are covering it.
Soon. Do you think? Do I get the feeling that if I took that time, would I get to begin to understand the trying to negate magic kind of effect? I'd get anywhere close to figuring out what that might be.
I mean, if you take some additional time, there's a decent chance.
Are we okay to short rest for a bit while I study?
I think it should be fine. I don't hear anything right now, but I'll keep a watch out.
Can I do this as my task while I short rest?
Yeah, totally.
Then I'll spend that extra time while I'm short resting to
Yeah, great. Give me another investigation check and take advantage.
So are we short resting then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in that case, I get superiority dice.
23.
23. Okay. This is on the larger ones. All right. You get the sense it is also immune to charmed paralysis and exhaustion. Naturally. Machine. The enchantments covering the body of this thing. It's not like they're trying to find the right demonic runes necessarily. Like, it's not like they are typing out lines of code until something works. They're trying to integrate existing demonic magics, enchantments, with the arcane nature of these things. So these demonic runes that you're seeing are like wards from fire, wards from psychic interference. But it is the actual arcane enchantment keeping these creatures running that is rejecting it at the moment.
Not compatible.
Yeah.
But by the looks, they're just trying to buff them up with as many resistances as they could.
Well, let's hope they have hit this roadblock for a little while longer. Well, I propose that we thoroughly search the place. I want to see if they have any prototypes that are maybe closer to what they're trying to get. I want to find notes, too. I haven't seen any traces of a journal or a note or anything.
Because they might be leaving this area or keeping on person. I think our biggest goal should be trying to find Ronald, because he's still...
Actually, yes, the tracks led here,
Yeah.
right? So
He's needed for something. They can't kill him off.
either that or they were just trying to tie up any loose ends.
They could have just killed him. Demons don't care about
True.
stuff like that.
So then it could be someone else who's not a demon.
I mean, he probably holds very valuable information about the succubus.
What I mean is, if he had too much information, they would have killed him. But they didn't. So they need him to make the fuel, I think.
You think only he knows? It may be just he and Elowin know, and that's why they've got Elowin and now Ronald.
I think Alwyn gets the fuel. They don't have anything to do with making it, remember?
No, I think Elowin knows how to make it. I think that's...
No, they get the fuel for the gear.
Can I recall, wasn't Elowin part of, like, creating or making it so that it worked for the wardens? Or
Give me just an overall intelligence check.
in a 17?
17. What Ronald had told you on your walk back through the forest was that the succubus was providing him with the materials left over from manufacturing the fuel. And all
Awesome.
that he gave you was that they were getting this substance, this raw violet, from Elowin in some way, shape, or form.
Okay, so they were getting the leftovers.
They were getting the leftovers from the fuel manufacturing from Elowin. Whether that means she's involved in creating it or not is yet to be determined.
Okay.
So I think we just need to make sure Ronald's safe, or for some reason they need him, either way. So getting him would put a stop in their plans at some way or the other.
Well, either way, I agree that Ronald will help us go into the right direction to find Elowen and to find out what's happening.
Well, I think Owen potentially is in here. I think what I saw was some of their stuff upstairs.
I think the whole place, as you said, feels like it's been left abandoned. They might have moved.
Only one way to know. Keep looking. So you start going to the gate that got melted and pushed over.
Step over the kind of metal that's like melted into cracks in the floor tiles at this point. Half a gate remaining. You step into like a small side chamber that looks like it's where any smithing of like armor plates or panels was done for that main workshop that you just had your battle in. You see a small anvil, again, demonic scrawlings on the ground, runes that have been carved into the side of the anvil. You can see a small like coal pit for heating metals. You can see a few crates scattered around here and a table with a few more like half-constructed blades and like panels on it. You can see that from like most of the crates and anywhere that's like vaguely natural or was at some point, like cracks in the stone where the bare earth is showing through, these crates that were once wood, you can see like big colonies of like mushrooms are beginning to grow out of it in this kind of like damp, dark environment. Yeah.
How many spells do you have left?
2, level 1.
Can you speak to plants?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we should speak to these plants and see if they've seen anyone come through? Get a timeline?
Potentially, though, maybe we want to see what else is in here. Maybe we find an area that feels more,
Like a commune.
yeah, because I feel like whatever was behind this barred door, I think was mostly for storage. So I think we investigate everything first, and then we might talk to some plants.
So, I want to pull up the map that I got.
Yeah.
Is this location that we're in crossed out?
This location is not on the map.
Keep investigating, trying to see if there's any footprints or marks of a group, or at least 2 people walking by.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Well, dust in my eye. Nat 1.
Hard to see with no light as well.
Oh yeah,
What was that like?
chunk.
Yeah.
Sorry,
what
I forgot about this. We've walked away from the burning pile. I did neglect this one. Sorry, do you want to take another look?
But I will say that in this room, this looks mostly undisturbed. Like these crates are still closed. These coals don't look like they've been lit for a long time. This anvil hasn't seen use in a while.
The gate. Can I check if it looked like it had been like... It was closed when we got here. And there was...
Was it locked?
It's not now.
Do you think we've gone the wrong way?
Well, there was the left-hand passage that we didn't go down.
Does this place keep... So we've gone like
Yeah.
a square, almost half a square now.
Yeah, does it loop around or?
Essentially what you're now seeing is this.
So we've gone like half a square.
So keep going.
Yeah, I guess it looks like it'll meet up eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep going. Keep the light out.
Yep.
Don't really need to stealth anymore at this point until we... I guess we can keep stealthing just in case.
Sure.
Stealth mode.
Alright. What's your lantern at the moment? Full
Well,
blast?
currently it's full beam.
High beam.
Now, do you want me to turn down the lantern? You won't be able to see as much.
I think just turn it down until we know a room is clear, then we put it back up.
All right. I dim it, and then I'll go stealth mode as well.
Okay.
Or at least try to.
Where are we headed?
Heading forward.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking left.
Yeah, see
I wanna
if
figure
it
out the
leads
square.
back. If it leads back, then we can definitely check out the other spot. I agree. Let's go left.
So left back down that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, come out the top there and begin walking down to the left. You can see a large groove in some of these tiles where it looks like one of these creatures who just fought was dragging the blade down the stone the entire time. This groove all the way down the hallway. You walk down there for a time until eventually you do notice that it turns back and you can see the staircase at the end.
Okay.
Okay, so it does loop around. Then we can double back
Yeah.
and we'll check out that other spot.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Handy.
Just a slow slide.
Oh yeah, that's a nice
How
looking
far down
hallway.
here are you walking, actually?
Oh. Well,
We saw the staircase.
we saw the staircase, so all the way.
Okay. As you...
Yo.
As you make your way back towards the staircase, you do notice another
Oh.
set of barred doors in a small room tucked off to your left.
Oh, what's in there? I want to check that out. Is there something in there? I take a peek as much as I can. Is there any sort of movement?
Something
How
similar.
much light is your lantern?
It's only 5 feet.
You can see like just through the iron bars and then it's darkness beyond.
Just light it up and there's no one around us.
Let there be light.
The light floods into that space. You can see, again, like a large tree root that's grown out of the side wall. You see what looks like a reasonably stocked storage room. You can see crates and barrels that are like piled to the ceiling. Some of them are open, some of them are still sealed. You can see like vaguely as you alight the space and like the lantern light fills it and then kind of dies down a little bit, a bunch of like bioluminescent mushrooms that seem to soak up that light and then start glowing a little bit brighter than your lantern.
Oh,
You do see, again, a few more like demonic scrawlings etched in the floor here, but a storage room.
do we want to see if there's anything of interest in there? Do you want to?
Thinking that. Let's be careful. Let me try to
Yeah,
see
can you
what
rub
the-
this bit out as well?
Let's see what,
Thanks.
see what the runes are first. I'll try to unlock it.
Yeah, is it
If
locked?
it's locked.
You go to grab it.
Oh,
Dangerous. And you said there's like runes across the floor?
Yeah, there's another like demonic rune carved on one of the floor tiles in here.
Can I try to see if I can figure out what that one vibe means?
Yeah, this looks almost more like religious isn't the right word, but like honorific. This is more like this has been carved in devotion.
Alright, I'll start open some of these crates and I'll just grab my dagger.
Yeah, I'm gonna also help see if all of these crates are violet or whether there's like something else here.
Yeah, totally. Make a group investigation check if you're all having a look around.
investigate. Well,
Well, okay.
Yeah, I got a 12 as well.
Okay.
Same, I got a 23.
Huh.
Okay. You're all looking through here for a time. Lily and Yorna, as you're looking through, popping a few of these crates, it looks like at one point or another these had like perishables or raw materials that have since gone bad.
Yummy.
You do notice from a few of the boxes where those mushrooms seem to be like sprouting out, you both find a regular healing potion.
Like each?
Each. Yeah.
Score!
dibs.
Strider. You go straight for a like hardwood box that's a bit smaller than all these others. Looks a little more ornate, gifted, fancy.
Not trusted.
Walk over to that.
No, that's the good stuff.
You like start like checking it to see if there's anything dodgy about it. Go to like pry it open a little bit, and it's just unlocked. It just opens up.
Fuck.
In there, you find a greater healing potion and a set of leather braces that have like a copper trim with what looks like elven scripture around it.
Can I read it?
I was going to say you read it too.
It looks like an enchantment of some description.
Oh, hell yeah.
Read it.
What's that you've got there?
I just know it's an enchantment of some
You
sort.
can give me an Arcana check if you'd like.
Yeah, I would like to have one.
Yeah.
I want to write down. That's not good though. Great. Heal.
Great heals.
It's a good place to find them. Arcana.
Come on.
22.
22, all right. Having looked over the cloak that Lily had previously used, this seems to have a similar capacity to temporarily hold arcane enchantment. So it has a few limited uses of something held within it.
But that can only be used by a magic user.
You have to take a short rest to identify.
Those look nice.
They hold some sort of power, and I'm like, well, take me a short rest to figure it out.
Well, you can tuck it away for now. We'll check it out when we're not in such a...
Before I put it away, take my bag. Is that thing asleep?
Oh, yeah, before you open it.
It still seems to be limp in there at the moment.
Damn.
Could you hold on to these in the bag?
Oh,
Yes, he's holding a quasit in
I
his
just don't
one.
want him, like, eating it. I don't really know what the fuck he's gonna do.
okay.
Might eat the enchantment.
Oh, but I have the thorns in my bag.
I'll give it to you.
Don't mind the, like,
Or something.
to be fair, Strider's bag would sound like glasses hitting each other.
What am I noting down? Unidentified gloves?
Just put like magical braces. Yeah.
Yes.
Magic bracelet.
They're not gloves, so I can still wear my gloves.
No, it's like short little wrist braces.
Too bad we're already short rested, man. We should have
Yeah.
explored a little bit.
Should have gone a bit better.
Shall we head back the other one?
Yeah, nothing seems really important here.
All I found was some perished goods.
Odd.
Okay. You walk back down, take the other route. Come to the end of that part of the hallway and it like turns a corner down to the right. And you walk 50, 60 feet, turn another corner down to the left, and it seems to open up into a slightly longer hallway with like quite far away, like a doorway on the left that leads to something, a doorway on the right that leads to something, and like continues further down the building.
Doorways, or are there doors there?
Just entrances.
Let me walk up to the entrances, see if I can hear anything first.
Okay.
And I stealth over to the closest one first.
A little room off to your right, just a little like 5-foot hallway that leads to what looks like another small storage chamber. Do you have any light source with you?
No.
Okay.
I'm just hearing.
You can hear like a faint dripping noise. I assume this is where that was coming from. I can't make out much else without a source of light.
I'll wave over. It's good.
I barely see you. But okay.
Come over.
Okay.
I can't see without any light.
All
You
right.
bet I gave that dagger away.
Put the light inside.
Okay. And what's your lantern on at the moment?
I did hood it again.
Okay.
But yeah, we're opening up room by room as
Yeah.
we. So we can open it here.
Go in and let the light fill this space. You can see, again, a few more crates. Most of these look like they've been opened or are storing that same, like, very dull violet leaf. In the center of this room, you can see a small drain hole. Little metal grate. A few more of those bioluminescent mushrooms are growing out of the side of it, and you can see a few of the crates in this room look recently broken. You can see a splatter of blood across the floor in this room.
No.
Wanna analyze the blood like you do with the
Not really. Well, I guess you could try. The gate is the entrance, like locked.
There's no door. It's just like a hallway that opens into this room.
Let's go see if there's any more loot.
We should also see if we find a body.
Yeah. Go on. I'll first see if the blood's new, old, and if it seems human.
Yeah. Give me a medicine check on it.
I'll look for Ronald's body.
Give me an investigation.
14.
14.
That's a 9.
You run your fingers through this, and it's not dry, but it's not still like wet. It's starting to coagulate. It looks like it's probably been like this for an hour, couple of hours maybe. But it's definitely like humanoid. There is no body in this room. This is a small little chamber. It just looks like there was a scuffle of some description in here.
My guess is they probably knocked him out and took him somewhere else. I don't think anyone's here anymore.
Can I look above us?
Just
There.
ceiling.
Okay.
Was the crate I was broken in just filled with violet leaves?
It appears that like it was partially filled. It's like spilled out on the ground. Yeah.
Start investigating other crates in here as well.
Most of these seem like empty, just like this was product that's already been used.
Since we're following a track about an hour behind, so we should keep going.
Yeah, I think we won't yield anything useful here anymore.
You begin to hear this like the shifting of a large object. Really hard to pinpoint where it's coming from, but just kind of echoing through the
Does
chamber.
it sound like the door?
Yeah.
Anyone that's interested, give me a perception check.
Oh, 10.
13.
27.
Thank God, at least someone.
It definitely doesn't sound like the stone slab shifting. It sounds like something down here moved.
Oh no.
Something like built into these catacombs.
Well, let's keep moving then.
I didn't like the sound of that.
Nope, we got no choice.
As we're moving, I want to look for any blood trails.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Now I'm paranoid that we're missing something. What if there was some secret passage or something?
It sounds like something's moving, but it could be up ahead, you know? It's not behind us, for sure.
Investigation. That's a 9.
I mean, there seems to be like a faint trail of blood that leads back out that hallway and continues a bit further down, but doesn't seem to last very long.
Alright, let's keep heading down that hallway.
You head down that hallway a little bit more. As you kind of get to the end of this little bit, it splits off, kind of in a Y shape. One to your right. We'll start with the one to the left. The one to the left, you can see another iron-barred door that seems to lead into another side chamber. There's a little bit of light in there. You can see much larger bioluminescent, like mushroom caps, almost the size of like this table, that are like growing off of one of the walls. This like light blue mushroom cap in a side room. As you continue walking a little bit, the right side passageway from where you are comes into view, and you can see dozens of tree roots growing out of the walls, sprouting leaves and growing in the direction of the hallway, like they're reaching out towards something. You can see similarly sized mushroom caps growing out of the side of the wall, like fungal plates that have grown off of the inside of this catacomb. At the end of that, beyond those, you can see this large, retrofitted metallic door with a little bit of pink light coming through the crack in the middle.
Oh no. I do have a question. The mushrooms and just in general, like nature down here. Does it feel like it's been induced, like it's been brought on by whatever's going on down here?
Are you gonna go up to one overlook?
I am.
Are you going to go to one in the hallway where there's a bunch, or one into that side room where there's just the one?
I just want to find an isolated one, just in case it decides
Oh,
to
how- oh,
be
God.
ravenous.
So you kind of ignore the glowing hallway to your right for a
Yeah,
moment
we'll come back to it.
and head towards there's like another one of those iron gates, but it's already halfway open into another little side room. You can see that large mushroom cap growing off the wall, a few smaller ones growing around it. This room looks like it was at one point used as a mess hall. You can see that there's like tables that would have been used for eating or taking notes or whatever. You can see a few books that have long since lost any intelligible meaning. These tables like broken and shattered as roots have like grown up around them. A kind of lush, almost treetop-like vegetation is attached to the walls. You can see in one of the corners like a small kitchen area that's long since seen use. But you walk up to that mushroom in the corner. Give me a nature check, everyone that's taking a look at it.
No, no.
Not good nature.
And
Can I add my proficiency since I'm good at herbalism and like ingredients?
Yeah, you can use your herbalism kit to like, take a sample and have a look at some stuff.
Fine.
Okay.
18.
18. Take a look over this thing, like comparing it to notes, taking a little sample here and there of bits and pieces. This feels not unnatural, but definitely encouraged. You're not sure. This thing definitely feels like it grew quickly, like it was brought on by something. You're unsure if it grew in a matter of months or if it grew in a matter of days or hours, but something about it feels unnaturally not formed, but like an unnatural speed to its formation.
Enhanced.
enhanced.
Can I gather as many small ones as possible for my ingredient?
Yeah.
Oh, yo.
Yeah.
I'm buying luminescent machines.
Yeah, there's some sort of ingredient.
Well, I guess we now address the elephant in the room, which is the massive.
Oh, yes,
Doors.
boss door. Yeah.
Yes, the boss doors.
Like
Can I have those gauntlets for a second?
Okay.
Put them on.
Oh.
Never know if they're attunement or not. Should just don't know what they do.
I don't think you'll be able to use them right now.
Nope, but you never know.
I guess I'll take it off my sheet.
I'll put them on.
fair enough.
And my gloves worked, so
Yeah, not fair. You get the sense that these things require you know what they are, and that they probably require you.
yeah.
As we're walking down to the boss doors,
The boss doors, that's just what we're calling them.
I like to pull out the brambles and see
Yeah.
if they react while we're walking through.
You go to pull them out of your bag,
Uh-oh.
and it seems to like try to shoot vines out to like grab onto the inside of your bag.
He
and
doesn't
stay
want
there.
out.
Oh, he doesn't
Uh-oh.
want it.
Okay,
Actually, that's
Oh,
good. As I'm putting my gauntlets on, does my
oh yeah, your
symbol
little like.
do anything?
Oh,
you're
interesting.
packed.
It's like, this will do something when you're near.
As you're like sliding it over, it's not like a obvious message is coming through, but there's like an itch to it.
Not the itch.
I put the gauntlets on, and I would like to, in my quiver, I'm going to pour some of the fuel, the triple poison I have, the fuel,
right.
into the quiver,
Yeah.
and hope as many as a vial can coat, bolt-wise. I don't know.
It's just a like single hit, so the first one that
Oh, okay.
makes contact.
Dang. Yeah, that's right.
A single.
I thought they coded ammunition differently. That's all.
Not for those. They're usually just a direct application.
So I'll pour it in there.
Yeah,
So we've got 2 things readied
nice.
to the door.
Can I peek through the gap in the door?
You go to look through the gap in the door here. And while it does look like there's like maybe a 5 centimeter gap in the middle of the door, and there is a little bit of light coming through and a lot more under the door, but there's almost this like interlocking gear mechanism in the center of that door that's making it really hard to see through. Like there's not a visible gap to get through.
Shit, we're through.
Alright, just don't make too much noise.
I'll try to lockpick whatever this is.
Does this feel like the final destination, by the way? There's no more corridors or anything?
This is, I mean, you've
The end of
walked
the road.
every hall
the
here.
final
You've
stretch.
seen,
This is the last bit.
seems to be.
Well, I have to lockpick it anyway, probably.
This thing doesn't seem to have a lock.
Time to investigate this door.
I'll help
You got the light on?
Yes.
Okay.
I would also like to investigate this door. Have I seen anything like it in the gear as well?
I mean, similar things. They would use it. It's very similar to the like bunker door that you saw where they store most of the wardens. Like that large door at the end is essentially like a locking mechanism that slides. It's not even up. What am I doing? I don't know.
Investigate.
Oh,
see
it's
if
the
there's any
mushrooms!
Runes.
I love
Before
them.
we do anything, do we want some temp hit points again?
If you could do that, sure.
Right, when we took a short rest, so I can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't complain.
Just don't lose it falling over again, guys.
Listen.
So I'm trying to break the the tension between us and this door.
Well, it's working.
See, words of encouragement.
Let's hear them.
Fight. Gonna fight the big boss. Fight.
I don't think there's a big boss, but I like the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I still thought we were gonna sneak in somehow. Yeah, we need to go.
Okay.
Give us
How
a
much do we
tinted-
get? How much do we get?
9.
9.
Okay.
All right, time to investigate this door. I'd rather not be caught off guard here.
Yeah, investigate.
Damn, your HP's only 9.
No.
That's rough.
What's everyone's passive perceptions?
16.
Gotcha. Right down. Passive.
Just 10 plus perception.
14.
Okay. Yorna and Strider. As you're looking around trying to find a way through this door, you can you swear that you hear muffled voices on the other side,
Oh, there's people
followed by
behind
another.
you.
Oh, I think the door's opening. I think people are coming out.
Do we hide?
Hide. Yes.
Does it look like this door opens inwards or
It looks like it.
Oh, Where are we? What's around this
you're-
door?
Yeah. I was
Doors-
gonna say we can just
Okay.
huddle behind this corner. Like it's fine. It's no problem. It's no problem.
Can I just
Go.
stealth into this corner?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, well, I'm not going to do
It
that.
just means I can enter the room if they leave.
Yes, you can do
Yeah.
that. I don't think I can.
100%.
All right. I go behind this. Huddle up here.
What is
Try to huddle
there?
up here. I don't know where you're going.
I don't know either.
Inspire Yorna
What?
for stealthing.
Oh. I would just hide behind you.
Okay.
As you do split off, can I get a group stealth check?
Okay. Give
Or
me
individual stealth.
Give me that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need it.
Stealth.
Still
Okay.
really good, but it was about to be.
Okay, I'm gonna need. Please help me out. Oh, it's not. It's
Duh.
unsalvageable. 7.
12.
25.
Okay.
As long as one of us can sneak in there, we'll be good.
You
Well,
failed, right? Or like,
I did fail.
You keep it.
Yeah, true. Because of the yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Lily and Yorna, as you kind of scurry back from the door to find a place to hide. Yorna, as you run past to duck around the corner, you kind of shoulder tap one of these mushrooms. And Lily, as you run back into that space, you like put a hand out onto that big blue one as you pass by. Both of you just notice as you make contact with them, they both kind of pull back slightly and like shrink in just a minuscule amount. And that muffled talking stops. You're right up by the door, eh?
I'm on the very
think-
far corner.
Yeah.
I think this stuff is connected to something in there, and it's just
Can I
let
get a
them know
perception
that
check
we're
from
here.
you?
Ah, crumbs.
What do you see?
17.
17.
What do your dragon eyes see?
So anyway, you hear a voice from behind that door. I think your guests have arrived.
Oh no. We could.
Test the weapon. Defend it with your life.
Oh. Oh.
And then you hear a sound like something tearing open.
Do I see Yorna? If she's speaking to see if they're
No,
yeah,
I-
you rolled a 7. You can like see like the shield over the corner of the.
I'll look over see
And
if
it's
I
like
can
my
get her.
bright red like ribbon thing.
I'll just see if I can get her to look at me. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I'm already getting
I
ready
recognize
to,
the
like,
voice?
Charge.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage because it's through a giant metal door.
Oh man.
better, so it's decent. 21.
Like, it sounds vaguely familiar to the point where it's like seeing an actor in a movie and be like, where have I seen that before? It's like it's familiar, but at the same time, it doesn't jump out at you as like, oh, I know that person.
I would like to, while I'm here, I'm going to quickly grab this acid vial I have, and that mechanism in the middle of the door, I'm going to pour it on it, and then hide away into the corner again.
Pour that acid down.
See if it fucks it up.
A few seconds go by. You begin to hear it. You begin to see like the metal like starting to bubble out a little bit and like melt away. Doesn't take long before you see a much larger spill of that violet light kind of emanating through a hole in the mechanism.
I'm so scared. What is this?
You begin to hear something in that door malfunctioning.
Oh.
And anyone that can see the door from where they are, you see all of those like interlocking mechanisms that run up the
melt
center,
together.
kind of. The ones at the bottom begin to melt and fall away, and the ones that remain in the door just kind of just fall loose to where the door like opens like just a hairline.
Can I try and peek and see if I see?
Oh,
Give me a perception check to see how much of this use.
come on.
24.
Um,
Helps having a plus 10.
Yeah, man.
you peek through. What you can see is a very large chamber beyond. You can see very similar like catwalk around the edges, but it's made of stone built into the structure. You can see pipes that run kind of horizontal through this room and up into the back wall. You can see crates and barrels. The back wall is lined with vegetation of oversized fungal plates growing out of the back of the building, like tree trunks that are, you know, as round as this table is going up the back wall of like mushroom stalks. You can see various like pink purple demonic sigils that are engraved in the floor. Most interesting, in the very center of the room, you can see a big, like 20-foot wide pool vat that is glowing the brightest pink that you have seen. Just this massive, almost pond of pink liquid that is sitting. and dangling above it, not just in ropes and straps, but on like metal railings that are holding a thing in place. As tall as a small building. A colossal automaton construct that currently has one arm attached. You can see a slab of raw adamantine that has been affixed as a hammer on one fist, and a gargantuan, hastily prepared mithril blade on the other that is not currently attached. You can see that there is movement elsewhere in the room, but that's about all that you can make out as these large feature pieces of the room. But there is other stuff happening. That's all that you see for the time being.
I realize now that we should have told Kari where we were going.
I want to look at Yorna, and I'm just gonna be like,
Like, I am understanding you're saying massive warden. One massive warden. Just one.
the one.
The one warden.
Do I have an idea of what direction that voice that I can't recognize came from? What direction, if it was right or left?
Like vaguely off to your left somewhere.
I'm like mouthing Eloin to you.
Oh, I've never met them before, so I have no idea. Nope.
You see that, like, cabling holding the other arm up, moving closer to the main construct.
I just wave everyone to come over to me.
Okay, I waddle over.
Does the door look like I could, with that stuff open, if me and you
I could help you, like, I'm
push it
strong.
open?
You could give it a go.
Strong woman.
I'm going to grab my smoke powder bomb,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
shit.
I'm going to put it in the middle, and if we open it, I'm going to stomp on it
Okay.
to make it explode, and we could run in
Totally.
and try, and I'm like, stop.
Surprise round.
Oh, yeah, but stop that from falling in the bed.
I don't know what that is.
Is the pool, like, what's holding it? It's like a concrete
Yeah,
pool?
it looks like it's been, again, like, repurposed. Like, this looks like it was once, like, maybe like an underground pond or a, old water depository or some shit. But it has been, like, lined with metal plates along the concrete.
Alright,
We need to get in
You
there
ready?
fast. Yes, I'm ready.
and I'll push one side.
And I do the other.
Can I get athletics checks from both of you, please?
I got you, fam.
I got you, fam. I done.
Give me a little. Oh, yeah, it's pretty good.
18.
18.
22.
What does that add up to total?
22 plus what?
18.
40.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah!
You each grab one side of this door and pull, and you can feel that it's on like metallic rails across the bottom, and any locking mechanism that was holding it in place has fallen free. So all that you're doing is moving several kg of pure metal to the side.
Oh, God.
As you begin to open it up, you're going to set that off.
I go to it as I'm doing it. I want to quickly look to my left and see if I can see the person I thought I heard.
I also want to see
Yeah,
who is
everyone,
inside.
give me a group perception check as that door opens just now.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. 25.
25?
I want to see. Who's in here.
27.
27?
Ow.
Group perception check is out the roof right now already.
But it becomes an 18.
Nice.
Hey.
You all see in the back left corner of this room, one of those mushrooms that has like a stem as wide as a tree trunk is just closing up and stitching back together like something has just torn it open and it's healing over in an instant. You can see, familiar to you, standing in white
Yeah.
robes with like green and gold accents, very dark olive complexion, half wood elven woman with her hair pulled back, bright green lensed glasses on, looking in the direction of that mushroom that is pulling back in on itself, turns and looks in your direction as you fill the room with that.
Yeah.
smoke powder.
Was that the person I recognized voice-wise? Or
Definitely not.
definitely not. Alright.
What you heard
There's
was
2 people.
definitely
at
a
least.
masculine voice.
But I didn't see them.
You did not.
Oh,
I reckon we'll end the session there. But just for the sake of showing you what you're seeing,
Yes, please.
smoke
I
bomb.
want to see what the hell. Oh
Oh boy.
no! Oh shoot! Oh no!
is here, and a rather large construct
No!
looming over the top of the
Killer.
as he is dangling, as you enter that last arm, clicks into place, dangling above this pool of liquid as you watch a few runes and pink glows begin to emit from the creature. And that's where we'll pick up next session.
We're dead.